All right, good morning, everyone. We are back live at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Women's Open. We're in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada, playing at the beautiful Cambridge Hotel and Conference Center. And we're down to the final 16-player single elimination stage, and what a match we have to start us off today, folks. It's an all-Japan battle. Sakura Muramatsu taking on Kyoko Sone. And we're going to have Kyoko here in the lighter blue shirt. And then we're going to have Sakura in a sort of darker colored shirt. Hopefully that'll help you guys figure out which player is which. We are live on Facebook and YouTube for this match, so make sure you're clicking that share button lots on the Facebook and click that thumbs up for me on the YouTube. This promises to be an epic match. Both these ladies played fantastic to make the final 16. And Kyoko starts it off with a missed bank shot. I think a lot of the problem there was trying to get something on the 3. She couldn't just make the bank and hook herself on the 3, so trying to get the correct spin to come around and get an angle on the 3 next. Missed the bank. So a chance for Sakura to try to figure out how to get on this 3 ball. I think she would try to play the cue ball near the 6 and then play a safety. Getting the 3 up table and the cue ball behind the 4, the purple 4. So maybe 2 rails missing the 5. She's going to get a decent window between this 4-10 to make contact with the 3. Does she play the bank shot? Certainly available. We do have a side angle with not quite as good of a picture, so I won't use it too much, but we will take a look here and there. So let's see if this side angle will show us anything else. She has called the bank. And she's played it 2-way all the way, and a great shot there. Not only has she put the 10 ball between the cue ball and the 3, but she's left the cue ball very tight to the 4, which makes any jump shot not really available here. So 1 rail kick, left side rail first, call the ball in the bottom right corner. And if you're just tuning in with us for the first time during this tournament, these ladies will play a best of 3 sets, racing to 4. And if they tie 1 set each, the 3rd set will be a spot shot shootout. Great contact on the 3, but a little unlucky to run it through into the corner pocket. Ball in hand for Sakura. And the table lays pretty decent. 3 to the 4 shouldn't be a problem from ball in hand. And the 6-9 combination looks very available later on. Would fully expect young Sakura to put the first game on the board here. Very important to make the most of all the opportunities, as these races to 4 are very quick. And we also have another stream going on in the room. Make sure you guys go check that out. World Billiard TV is on YouTube, and they have the match of the tournament so far underway there. Allison Fisher taking on Kelly Fisher. First match in the single elimination redraw. And I was informed last night that the players from the one-loss side were drawn randomly into the draw where the A-side winners had arrived. So totally random that Allison and Kelly drew each other first round of the single elim. Sakura bumps the 8 to hold position on the 4. It's a little thin, but she made it work. And now she's got a real tester of a shot. I think she's going to have to sacrifice having distance on the 6 ball. Don't want to try to do anything crazy drawing all the way down here, so she might have to just stun this one over a bit. And we got Rod Ariagata joining in with us. Welcome.
What's happening, guys? How's everybody doing today?
I think we're epic.
Yeah, these are some great matches, man.
Some legendary pool here, all Japan battle. How was your breakfast?
It was warm.
It was warm for once.
For once, yeah.
Food here is exceptionally good. Haven't had a bad meal yet.
Yeah, for sure, man. Every day so far, everything's been good.
So Sakura about 5 feet away from this ball, and tricky little combination, not to pot the 9, but to maintain shape on the 6 after. It should stay around the hole, but the 8 and 10 are going to be huge. Does she risk playing it with inside and send the cue ball into the 10?
I think once she makes the contact, the 6 is going to sit by the pocket. Oh, she's going to go carom.
Does she try to play the billiard? Yeah.
I guess that was probably the best result. She would have been stuck with a tough shot, though. Likely would have played safe.
Billiard that shot.
Think so, yeah.
That's one of the pool commentator things that drive me nuts. The difference between a billiard and a carom.
I guess so, yeah.
Billiard is the cue ball onto the ball. Carom is the object ball onto another object ball.
And, you know, I never knew the difference. I've been playing pool for 20 years.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like when you clip, like not a combo, but when you send an object ball off the side of another object ball to make the first one.
That's a cannon or a
That's a carom, yeah. And a billiard is the cue ball onto another ball. I know, I didn't know for years too.
But so is that one also called cannon? Which one's cannon?
Cannon is a snooker term for a combination, or a carom. Sorry.
That's right. Okay. So then
they use that in snooker for a cannon.
Europe and America. Okay.
Snooker, they got all the funny terms, right? A double.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know the double.
A plant.
The plant. That's the big one. Yeah.
That's the combo.
Well,
right?
The one that we're talking about yesterday, the funny was when they say screw, right? Like when they screw back.
Yeah, they screw the ball. Yeah, they don't draw it.
They don't
say draw. Yeah.
When we say draw, they look at us like, "What are you guys talking about? Why would you want to draw a cue ball? Just play the game."
Thought we were playing pool, not making art.
How you doing, John Stearns?
And so if you guys are just tuning in, we are live on Facebook and YouTube at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Open. You're listening to Ben Francis and Rod Ariagata on the mic. Watching a pretty epic first round match here.
This is probably going to be the first match I've watched so far.
Of the Ladies Pro, yeah. Well, you caught a good one.
Yeah, for sure.
These girls are going to be fighting hard.
I mean, yesterday I was streaming and I was getting tempted to move my camera and put it over there on that arena just so I can watch it from here.
Turn it around. Have it on a little side screen. I've had the YouTube of the arena table open here and there too, just checking the score.
Oh, yeah.
It went to a shootout. Now I had to watch that, of course, right?
Oh, for sure. That's the most exciting part for this is the shootout.
Oh, look at this little shot. Just overcut. I haven't had a chance to watch Sakura play very much, but I have watched Kyoko play quite a bit.
So what's Kyoko's ranking, world ranking?
She's number 8 on WPBA ranking.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure where her Fargo rate would put her. 685.
Okay, what about Sakura?
Sakura is a 572 and doesn't have a rank in the WPBA.
So she's building a rank now.
That's right.
Good for her.
Number 9 is Kyoko, correction. I was thinking Joanne Ashton, the Calgary gal, still in the draw. She's number 8.
Playing against Ashley Burrows today.
Great matchup that is, too.
Yeah, I enjoy watching these ladies play. Ashley has a really nice a nice form when she's at the table, man. She seems to be all settled down and, you know, calm no matter what the situations are. And then her focus, like, between walking around and shooting is just mint.
Yeah, and super good fundamentals.
Yeah, that's what I
She
mean. Yeah.
always approaches the ball straight.
Yeah.
Keeps her head low.
You don't see her doing those things that other people do, you know, little jumpy shots and stuff like that. She's always mellow, always calm, always focused, right? And
that's something these Japanese girls are very good at too, is staying very calm, very focused.
yeah.
You don't really see a whole lot of emotion during the match, you know.
No, you never do.
Even here, you know, she's not thrilled with where this landed. She could have had much better position, but you didn't really see it bother her. She just...
They never express it.
Yeah, just goes through the motions. Let's see if she can spear this one in, put the first game on the board. Let's watch how still her head stays here. Oh, she moved a little.
She made the shot, though.
Didn't matter. You see how much time she took to eye that one up, and that's something I aspire to do.
Yeah, some of us just kind of walk into that shot and shoot it fast and then, like, kind of scratch your head when you miss.
That's right. You wonder why. Well, you didn't take much time to aim, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She took a lot of time to aim there, and it paid off. Shout out to some of the sponsors of the event: Jam Up Apparel, Kamui, CSI, WPBA, Alpha Coin, Predator, of course. The big one, Predator. And Q Sports Live.
And Keys.
Come on, we did lots of work, right?
I'm pretty sure we did. I don't know. I don't remember anything since Saturday, man. I've been like a zombie.
That's right.
If that's not work, I don't know.
I think we deserve a shout out too, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at least that, or bring us some water, lemon, and honey, man, because my voice is running out.
That's right. I'm rocking the ginger ale. It's the only way. Kyoko to break, leading 1-0. This is winner breaks, race to 4. These ladies will play best of 3 sets. If they tie a set apiece, we'll get to see a spot shot shootout.
Now, have you had any spot shot shootouts on the stream here?
We have indeed.
What did you think of it?
I love the format. I'm a huge fan. I think it just couldn't be more exciting, right?
Yeah. Well, especially when they get deep into the shots too, right? Like maybe when they go 3-4 is not so much, but sometimes they get into like 9-10 attempts each, and they're just kind of keeping up with each other.
That's right.
Builds up the pressure.
We had an unbelievable one where they both missed the first 4 shots.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it moved back a diamond, Denise made the first shot. So twice as hard, and she made it on the first attempt.
Crazy.
But under extreme pressure.
Yeah.
I could just see them both very nervous, right?
Yeah.
But amazing experience.
Yeah, I'm assuming like it's a little more intense. It's not the same as when you're like on the hill and you're trying to break and run.
That's right. A little bit different.
It's almost like you're feeling that same 8 ball over and over and over again. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And a tough 8 ball.
That's right.
That.
Yeah. You don't even get a chance to pick the shape.
So these ladies are not on a shot clock. The TV table, the arena table is on a shot clock. But I did hear the ref and the tournament director come over and inform the referee and the ladies that they do need to keep up the pace.
Oh, yeah.
And if the referee feels they're not keeping up the pace, then they will put them on a shot clock.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we'll have that problem here. I think both these ladies play at a decent pace.
I haven't really seen many of the players play too slow, but I guess there's always going to be some methodical players, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and short race. So you don't want to like rush any decisions or, you know, make any mental errors. So you do take your time. She's got the short cue out here. Maybe just the edge of the 3.
Just got to clear that 3.
It certainly can't be the whole ball. It's got to be maybe only the edge.
Yeah, just about maybe a third, not even a third, less than that.
Bob wondering why the men's pro event was canceled. It wasn't canceled, it was just postponed. And it was mostly due to lack of entries.
Good jump.
Yeah, very good hit. No reward. Put it up near the top left. I think Sakura will make this and get on the 2. The 4 ball is going to be the issue. She's looking right now to see if it passes the 7, the purple 4. If she can get good position on the 2, the 3's next door, so it shouldn't be too bad to get on the 4 somehow.
Yeah, and I feel like it goes past the 7 to the bottom left corner as well.
Yeah, it looks pretty close. Maybe our side angle will tell us after this shot. Morning, Clark. Brian Nilsson. Thank you, sir. Rob Heimers, thanks for sharing. Everyone else out there tuning in, appreciate you all. All the Japan crowd.
Yeah, make sure you guys are liking and sharing the stream, man. You don't get to watch these kind of matches too often. At least not through us here in Canada. This is the first time we had a Predator event, right?
Yeah, and it's the biggest prize pool for a women's event that Canada's ever had.
Yeah.
So we set a record.
I believe it's 18,000 for first.
I think it's 18. I'm not sure. Do they have the payouts up yet?
Somebody said it was 18,000.
Let's see if the bracket shows the payouts yet.
18,000, man. Think about this. Kelly Fisher right now is like in 9th spot for the top 10 AZ Billiards rankings, right?
She'll move up a little.
She'll move up from 9th place. If she was to win this tournament, she'll move up from 9th place and take over the 4th or 5th spot.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah. Like that's ranking power right there.
She's got to get through Ali Fisher first over there on the arena table is no small task.
Definitely not. And the Duchess seems a little focused today.
She seemed pretty focused yesterday, too. She put on a clinic yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know. Like when you look at her and you try to say hi and she just looks at you like, "Rawr," right? You're dead.
You're dead, me.
Yeah, just stay away from the table.
Which isn't too often because she's a sweetheart.
She is. She really is. But I just say the killer eyes
You
of a
can
pool
see,
player, right?
yeah.
Like just don't get on my table because you're gonna lose.
Laser focused. That's right.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of hers. I try not to be a groupie, man, but I've been walking around with my shirt and a marker for all day long.
I'm the same way. I've always been a huge fan of Allison Fisher. And then I was even more of a fan when I met her in person because of how nice she is.
She is incredibly nice,
Yeah.
man. Like, and I just said, "Hey, Duchess, how's it going?" And then, next thing you know, we're walking together and having a little chat. It was kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, she's super nice. Look at this little
Good
shot.
safety.
Beautiful shot from Sakura.
I guess she thought of that all ahead of time when she came up to the table. She was looking at her options. She thought, well, as long as I get on it, I can play a safety.
Yeah, the 7-10-6 is so big. She knew that ahead of time. And she might have even contemplated seeing if she got good enough to cut it in. And if she didn't get there, the safety was easy, right?
That's right, yeah. She played it kind of in a two-way shape.
Yeah, two-way shape. Yeah, I like that. So let's see what Kyoko has here. It's not going to be an easy hit.
She called the 4, though, on the top right corner.
So she does have this window between the 10-6 to the left side rail above the side pocket, or below it even better. You could go above the side, but you'd have to hit it like break speed to avoid the slide, right?
I'm looking at the Z shot from, like, I don't know if this
The other,
goes past the A. Yeah, the other way to the
yeah,
right.
the other way, yeah.
The Z shot seems like the right shot here.
It's just tricky on a slippery cloth, so I don't mind this one. Maybe a little easier to judge.
I almost feel like you have to masse this off the rail to hit it. Yeah, see?
She had to spin it slower than that.
And slower, yeah.
Yeah, just a little slower.
Well, and that's the thing, when you're playing shots like that with spin, if you hit it too fast, it kind of reduces the angle a little bit, right? But when you hit it slower, it widens it out a little bit more. You may not get exactly what you want, but it will widen the shot.
That's right. And I think a lot of her thought, too, with not playing the Z shot is it's pretty easy to just lay that 4 up over the hole if you do happen to miss it.
Yeah.
So at least with the one rail hit, if she thins it and she doesn't make it, she might get some separation between the 4 and the cue ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess in the way she's looking at it, like, she's not trying to make that shot. She's trying to get contact, maybe get off 2 rails and send it back up.
Exactly, yeah. Because the odds of, cutting it in off one rail is pretty slim.
That explains the power behind the shot then, right? Because she was trying that extra oomph.
Yeah,
right?
trying to get the separation, yeah. Misjudged it a little, but early in the match, early in the day.
Yeah, usually it takes a few games to get warmed up, right?
And she's got that 1-0 lead, so she could afford maybe one mistake in this first set.
Yeah, I think that's why it's so important to win that first game when you're playing against anyone, because it gives you a little bit of breathing room to go into the second rack. And now if your opponent happens to light it up on you, you're even, right? So you're still not mentally taken out of the game. You're still in it. I think that you don't get affected at that point unless your opponent starts running a couple more racks on you. Then you maybe get a little bit shooken up. But these ladies, I don't think they shake up at all.
No, especially these two. Especially these two. I'm just trying to see, is she playing with a Sang Lee or just a version of the Sang Lee? It's got the butterflies. Beautiful cue.
I watched her training for the last couple of days, man. She's really focused.
Yeah, so
Talking about Sakura.
Yeah, it's not the Sang Lee, but it's just a really nice butterfly design. When you watch these ladies, they don't ever approach the ball off straight. They're always really straight when they approach the ball.
That's right. And they never really jump from shot to shot. They always back off, reset.
Mm-hmm.
That's some of the differences, really.
Yeah, between even my level and their level is the small nuances like that, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what creates a consistency in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And they know that, right? When they're getting trained the same way. Like, you make sure that you're focusing in on your shot. Otherwise, all that pre-shot and the walking around is not going to be worth anything.
That's right. And they are trained very well.
Yeah.
Little different from how we train on this side of the pond. Good stroke there. Little motion in the ocean there.
Yeah, a little bit. She didn't like the way that it came off. I think she wanted it to come across a little bit more.
Just a stop shot should be okay. She can stun it to the rail a little bit, back out. Even heavy angle on the 9 won't be a problem.
Yeah, if you stick it to the rail, it'll be okay. But likely you're going to come across a little bit off the rail here. You just got to watch out because the more you try to come across, the more you're forcing the shot.
Yeah, the more it can jaw out on you. She hit it just buttery smooth.
Yeah. And a nice angle here just to either lay it up on the right side or come across to the left of the shot.
Yeah, I think just a little low spin should do it.
Yeah, just check off the one rail right there.
Yeah.
I feel like she's going to go across, though. Oh, no, she didn't.
Yeah, just with the slippery cloth, it can be a little tough to judge coming across. So Bruce says Kelly Fisher up 2-1 right now on the arena table. Make sure you guys go check that out, too.
She is such a robot. I'm telling you, I watch her play. Like, it's just everything just goes in. She kind of reminds me, like, she makes me think of, like, somebody like Shine Ducharme. If Shine Ducharme was a pro, like, she just goes up and just sees it, shoots everything. She knows immediately when to play a safety. She doesn't hesitate.
Yeah, quick fire.
Quick fire. She's got good game plan.
Yeah, and I like that you used Shannon as an analogy because that's
he's very
pretty
robotic,
similar. Yeah, very robotic and just like 1-2 quick strokes. And
some people don't appreciate the robotic style, but I like it, man.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Shannon was he was robotic but very entertaining to watch. Still quick and just.
A lot of emotion in the game too. When he got into those 10 shots, right? You can see him like he get excited like a little kid every time he made that shot.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that stuff, man.
Yeah, me too. It's like watching Josh Filler, you know?
Yeah.
How can you not enjoy watching him play?
You need more emotion from that guy, but not just so much like when he wins. I like to see it like when he makes a crazy shot, just jump up and be like, yeah, right? Like just throw his opponent down like, oh my God, this guy's getting pumped up on just that shot.
You can see him. He gets a little bounce in his step, right? And it probably does drive his opponents nuts. Right?
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Every time he makes a really big shot, he just motors over to the next one, right?
And I think people kind of frown upon it, but I think this is actually what pool needs, a little bit more emotion in the game.
I'm a firm believer of that, too.
Especially at the high level, because a lot of people say pros are pretty robotic and it's hard to watch because they just run everything out. Now, for a pool player, we appreciate it, but for the average viewer, they're like, well, this is just like watching golf.
Oh, look what Ronnie did for snooker, right?
That's right.
The game was a little bit on the slower side, and then Ronnie came in and full of emotion and obviously raw talent helped, but he definitely made it easier to watch.
I'll never forget that moment between him and Judd Trump when he won that 7th title. They went up to each other, hugged each other, had a quick conversation. Nobody knows what they said, but I know that Judd Trump was his student, kind of grew up with him, and he was definitely a big fan. Like Ronnie's like his god, right? But
who wouldn't be?
He probably just said, it's a true honor to be the guy that you took the 7th title on.
That's right. That's right.
Something like that.
And Ronnie probably told him, when I retire, you'll win lots. Don't worry, kid.
That's right. That's right, yeah. Just let me get ahead a little bit.
But until then.
Because Judd Trump's going to be the next big thing, right? Like, the way he plays is very similar to Ronnie, but a little bit more aggressive.
For sure.
Makes it more entertaining.
So Sakura made a ball in the break, but she didn't have a shot on the 1. So if you're new to rotation pool, you can play what's called a push out after the break shot and only after the break shot. You can push the cue ball anywhere on the table, touch any ball, pocket a ball. It becomes your opponent's option to shoot from where it is or make you shoot it from where it is.
Yeah.
So a lot of strategy involved in the push out. And then as you saw there, Sakura pushed to a spot where Kyoko could only attempt a very tough safety.
Yeah, I was going to say she got a little unlucky there because she rolled off that 2 and ended up giving the shot on the 1. She was trying to get up behind that 10 and 7, but in the end, running into that 2 ball, tied up that 2 ball a little bit too.
Yeah, it didn't turn out so bad, right? Because
Yeah.
the window to get on that 2 is super small. Let's see what she does. The 4 ball is actually quite big here too, with the way the rail will slide a little.
Yeah.
Oh, it slid just enough to avoid it, but not avoid the 6.
No, and that's what she needed to. But, you know, it was tight to get on that 2 ball anyway.
Absolutely. Can she see the edge of this to maybe bank it and play a two-way shot?
Yeah, because you can use that 7 and 10 as a blocker now, like she was trying to do with that 1 ball.
Just get that cue ball way up table, I think, will be the play
That's
here.
right, yeah. Just got to watch to pick the right spin, though, because if you try to put, I think it's right-hand spin, it'll be a double kiss on the crossbank.
Yeah, and I think she needs like a touch of inside anyway to try to get the cue ball to straighten out off the rail between the 8-10.
Yeah. So ideally here, the 2 ball should go roughly by that bottom diamond, the one on the left side. If she can get that and then get that cue ball up to the top rail, the first diamond on the right, she's got a perfect line.
She might even make it. She might just be trying to use the 7-10 and play shape on the 4.
Oh, yeah, she went
She
for
made it. Oh, I thought she made it. She was going to be jumping the 4.
Yeah, well, that's okay. That would have been a decent shot.
This is still a tricky little position for Kyoko. Purple 4 is the next ball.
She's going to have to settle for a tough cut, unless she can try to find a way to get that cue ball back. But if you put left-hand draw on this, you should be able to come off it. I think it makes the shot a little bit harder, no?
Yeah, I don't think you can elevate and play draw.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a deflection.
Yeah, and it's hard to control the speed and not just end up right behind the 8-9 or something.
I'd play this through 3 rails, man.
Yeah,
Bottom, left, top, and then back towards the 9. She's going to settle for the longer shot.
this was perfect.
Yeah.
Pick the window between the 6-7 very nicely.
Don't take my advice. I would have missed.
Might have potted the ball, but you'd be banking the 4, right? That's what I'd be
Yeah.
doing here. I would have run it up table and tried to get crazy and ended up trying to bank it. Sell it out over the hole, you know?
That's right. And the 9-footer is a little bit more territory, right? So you got to travel a little bit further. And I was thinking more like a bar box, right? Yeah, you can go off 3 rails, come back, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
With this table, it's a long stretch, so it's a little bit harder to get that distance.
You've been watching the box for
That's right,
3
man.
days, right?
It's all I've known all my life almost.
Yeah. So she hit that one a little thick and missed it by quite a bit. Sakura with a chance to take her first lead of this match.
Looks, well, I guess you can't really do a side view now because she's going to shoot it, but it looks like she should be able to draw back here for the 5.
Yeah, I think she's got just enough angle that she didn't have to play short side on the 5, which is handy because you didn't want to land off angle on that short side. Getting to the 6 would have been tough.
Yeah, and she's got perfect angle here. She
And
can do whatever she wants.
It's important to get good on the 6 because the 7 is in a precarious spot there by the 10. It's easy to get a bad angle on that and crash into the 10. So you see her take her time on this. She's going to pick a very precise spot to get on the 6.
Yeah, if you're on the right side of the 6, it makes it easy to go up for the 7.
If you're just tuning in, we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you guys are clicking that share button. Click that thumbs up on the YouTube. We're following the chat on both as well. So we see Gord Care's comment. It says, we have the dream team working together.
This is the first time since 20. Oh, we didn't even work together in 2019, right? You were
2019.
playing, I was playing. And
Yeah, I played till the final 8.
This has never happened, man. I don't know who
I don't
made
think-
that prayer, but, you know, thank you. Somebody last night, like, we got to put these guys together. I can't keep
feel like
watching 2 screens.
I think we did do one match, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did do one match at the last Invitational. But only one.
So long ago, pre-COVID, I don't remember anything, man.
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know.
One day it's going to be like, you know how there's after death and before Christ, right?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
going to be
Pre-COVID,
before COVID and
post-COVID.
after COVID,
Yeah.
right? BC and AC.
When you ask people, when they're older, like, how was 2020 and 2021, they'll be like, I don't remember those years.
I don't even remember those years at all.
Those were dark times.
Most of 2019 too.
That's right, yeah.
It's so good to be back. Having all these
man,
international players too has just been such a treat.
I mean, for a while, people were scared we were going to lose pool forever.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see it all going again,
Yeah,
man.
we thought we might be playing ghost tournaments in league forever, right?
That's right, yeah.
So a good shot there. Smooth control of the draw. And they are playing all ball fouls here, so she did have to be careful on that shot that she didn't touch the 9 or the 8 with her cue.
I think here you just play this through off the rail and try to take the longer shot on the 9 to the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe even a drag shot. I tend to find these pros like this little drag shot, slow down the cue ball.
She could also play it through and try to cut that 9 to the side, but it's a little bit more of an extreme cut.
Yeah,
I feel like you don't do that kind of stuff at this level.
Side's not playable from there, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, she's shaping up for it.
Let's see
Check
from
the
the side view what it looks like. Yeah,
I can't quite tell, but yeah, you can see it's potable.
Yeah, it's a little too bright over on that view too, since we're a little further away from the table. Yeah, certainly makeable, but I think she plays the corner. It's a much bigger pocket. You can kind of ride it in off that right side rail.
Yeah, and a natural shape for the 10 ball across too. Good pace, it's in.
Nothing but net. Good cue ball control to keep it off the rail. That makes this way easier.
I like how she backed off there again. See, reset. And she did a little left and right to make sure before she got back in.
The waggle.
Yeah.
A little waggle there.
It's almost like wiping your feet before you kick somebody's butt.
That's right. Sakura with a 2-1 lead, racing to 4 here. They're playing on this beautiful Arcadia billiard cloth. We're super lucky at my homeroom. We just got all the tables redone with this cloth. It's amazing. What do you think of the cloth?
It plays really good, man. Like the first day I was having a tough time trying to figure everything out with the tables because they were fresh. But now as the days have gone by, every day I've taken a little bit of time to play on the tables to get a feel for it so I get a true sense of it. And the cloth, I love the cloth. I love the table. I thought you couldn't cheat the pocket, but now that the cloth has settled a little bit, you can cheat the pocket a little bit. So it's not that bad for the people that, like to kind of cut corners a little bit. It still works for you.
Yeah.
You just got to be careful, though, because it will bite you. Like, it seems like the shot is going in. It's no problem. And suddenly it hits the horns and boom, it comes out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that diamond, the same feel, right? Sometimes you look, it's a straight-in shot. You think, oh, I got this, no problem. Then it spits it out.
That's right. Very similar.
I think that's a good thing, though, because, it's going to make the player want to focus a little bit tougher on those shots. And usually that's where we kind of let up a little bit more. It feels like it's too easy, right?
Absolutely. Sakura to break, leading 2-1, racing to 4.
Look at that line, man. Line from the hand to the ball to the chin, straight line.
And she hit it pretty good. 7 ball goes in. I was informed they retapped the table today. They had some issues yesterday and the day before. The 10 ball was squirting right out over the bottom right corner off the break.
All the time, yeah.
Not every rack, but probably 1 out of 3.
Wow.
Which is no good.
No, well, they definitely fixed that problem.
Yeah, because it hasn't gone anywhere.
No.
And balls are going in more from that head-on break. A lot of the ladies were switching to the side break because they couldn't make a ball.
Oh, yeah.
So they're trying to, kind of just cut the 1 ball into the side, like the 9-ball break where you just hammer it. 1 goes in the side.
Yeah.
Sometimes works on a 10-ball rack too, but not as effective as this break where you get shape on the 1.
A little bit of power here to get onto that, too. Has to come off 2 rails at least.
Yeah, crisscross.
Look at this weight. Slow down, baby.
Oh, my
Slow
goodness.
down.
How good is that?
Yeah, even with the angle to run into the 6 ball, the whole shape for the 3.
Yeah, this is perfect. She'll be okay. A little bit of angle on the 3 is fine.
That's right, yeah, because she needs to come up for that 4 anyway.
Yeah, she can play the 4 on the side, right?
Yeah.
She doesn't have to play the 4 on the top right.
And if she ends up running into that 6 with a cut on the 3, she's going to run into the 8 ball anyway, so she don't want to. Well, she might end up taking it to the corner just because she's running into the 8 ball, unless she tries to draw around it. It all depends on what she gets off this sixer, though. She'll make that decision then.
Yeah, she's going to want to try to punch into it enough that she's not, like, shooting over it or anything, too. So
If she puts left-hand draw, I should give her a push up table on this cue ball off the 6.
Just a touch.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. What a beautiful shot that was.
Very nicely played. And now she can probably avoid the 8.
Yeah, she can do whatever she wants now. She's got room.
So it's just a matter of, does she want to draw all the way back for the side, or can she just play the 4 in the corner? The 4 in the corner would definitely be more ideal.
I feel like that was the key shot of this rack. It was such a simple shot, but the result is the one that makes the difference for the finish.
Clark says Sakura has some solid fundamentals.
Oh, man.
She stays down and watches every shot. That's something.
Look at that. See that? See that? Look.
Look how long she stayed down.
That's
exactly.
Right, yeah.
And I was pointing that out even yesterday with some of the players, and you can almost just see the level change, the level difference.
Yeah.
And it's the really top players that just stay down there forever.
Stay down, yeah.
I've always noticed that about Stephen Holem. I think he even exaggerates it too much sometimes.
Sometimes too long, yeah. Almost like he's waiting for someone to take a picture.
Right? But it's definitely really effective.
For some reason, I'm thinking like he does that, and I can imagine somebody coming with a fan, putting some wind on him, and the hair just flapping around, right? Just taking the picture.
That's right.
I love Steven, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
And, man, is he having a monster year this year, the way he's playing.
Yeah, he's so talented. Look at this. Speaking of
Get
talented.
in there.
Speaking of talented.
That was a beauty. Got out of position, and she made up for it.
You know what I like about that shot? There was 0 two-way.
There wasn't. Yeah, she went all in on that.
That was like 100% make the ball, and if she didn't, she lost the game.
That's right. So that shape on the 6 off the 6 wasn't really the shot. This was the shot.
Yeah, she showed extreme amount of confidence there by rolling that bank in. Nice to see.
Oh, I thought she was going to end up missing it just barely.
But look at that, because she hit it thick.
Yeah.
She almost missed the ball, and that made her lose the cue ball.
Yeah.
If she hit it thinner, she wouldn't have been anywhere near the 8.
And she's so close, I don't think you can jump this.
No, just the one rail kick to the left side rail, but it's extremely difficult to judge when you're that close to the rail.
Yeah, you can't quite see it. It's more of a feel shot.
Yeah, and then you add in, like, the cloth is still a little bit slippery. Plus, she's going to have to reach quite far.
Yeah.
Especially being left-handed here. A right-hander could reach this a little easier. Look how far over down
She's
table
lefty,
she has to stand.
Well, she's my favorite player now that she's a lefty.
She's a lefty, yeah. Inside spin and bottom to get this to straighten out. You got to hit it a little bit hard.
Oh, nice attempt.
She did well there just to make contact.
Yeah.
But it's not going to do her any good.
That's right. All the complementary angles are in place, so it looks like this should be a finish.
I think, did a cord get kicked there?
I think so, yeah. I stretched my legs. I backed them off.
Okay, yeah, no worries. I thought it might be because I have the tripod precariously close to their chair where they're sitting.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought it might have been Sakura when she went back to sit down.
No.
3-2 for Allison in the first set, they say.
Well, that's a pride match, right? Like they're
No
both the
doubt.
Duchess of Doom versus the new top 1, right? And she wants her spot back.
That's right. I bet she does, yeah. Yeah, make sure you guys go check that out too. World Billiard TV on YouTube streaming that Predator Arena table. They got Mark White and Tim DeRuiter in the booth. What a treat that is too. Wealth of knowledge, those two. And I love Mark White's commentary. It's super enjoyable.
Oh, for sure.
2-all here on table 2. Kyoko Sone tying it up. This is one of the best features of the entire room, I think. Makes it look super clean. These Predator Arena billiard lights engineered by Lucid Ball Sports. Amazing stuff. This has been the rave of the tournament, really.
Honestly, like this is such a innovative technology creation that these guys made for professional players and for the streamers, because Technically, you can go to any pool hall. If you were a streamer, and you bought this light for yourself to take on the road. And by the way, it's only like for the bar box is 25 pounds. For the 9-foot is 45, I think.
Yeah, I
Right.
think so. Yeah.
So it's fairly light. You can take this with you anywhere you go. When you go stream, and you'll have the absolute best quality stream, no matter what camera you're using. Unless you're using something 720, don't do that. That's bad.
Never do that.
Never do that. Yeah. You might as well just stream on your phone.
You might as well.
But you know, I'm telling you, like if you pull out a phone, I bet you put side by side, these things look the same.
Kyoko to break, all tied up at 2. Let's see if she can hit it like Sakura hit it. Guarantee she was paying attention to what happened when Sakura broke the last rack.
Smash and break.
She's not making a ball here, but long distance to the 1.
Well, I don't think they chase. Is it 10 ball last year?
They don't chase combos at
They
this
never
level.
do, yeah. If this was Andrew Jaworski, he would have made the combo already.
He would have made it already. I know about 20,000 other players
Yeah.
in Alberta alone who would have just got down and tried to hammer this already.
Well, see, that's the thing. Andrew's not a chaser, man, but when he sees it, he goes for it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
There's a difference between a chaser and
There
somebody
was
that
actually one too. Sandy, Predator, posted an Instagram video of, would you go for this shot? Because she took ball in hand on a 110 combo and just speared it. And the 10 was like quite far off the rail and pretty far away from the hole. And
crazy.
she said, I just saw the line and I just shot it. And then she said, once I saw the video after, I was thinking, wow, what was I doing?
Yeah, that's cool, man. This is a nice safety here.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful
A
shot.
lot of separation. She's got 2.5 balls in the way of the jump, so you're looking at a kick shot.
Mark Delisle wants to know, can we share the link on Facebook for the Fisher battle? We can't share it right now. We could share it after, but it should be pretty easy to find if you just open YouTube, search World Billiard TV. It'll be the first match that pops up because the whole pool world is watching it right now.
That's right.
That's why we only have 200 people watching this.
Yeah, but you know.
Otherwise, we'd probably have 1,000 people watching this, but I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit for watching.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm trying to escape myself so I can go watch, too, man.
That's right.
Honestly, to watch Kyoko and Sakura, man, to me, this is a treat.
Well, and so here's my opinion on it, too, is I've watched Kelly and Allison play a ton.
Yeah.
A ton. You could YouTube and watch, like, videos for the rest of your life of those two playing pool,
That's right? Yeah.
Endless matches.
Mm-hmm.
But how often do we get to watch Kyoko and Sakura play?
Not too often, really.
In Canada, nonetheless.
Canada. Yeah.
So I was talking a little bit to the tournament director last night, the WPBA tournament director, Jerry, and he said he thinks this is one of the most stacked final 16s they've ever had in a WPBA event.
Yeah, and the way the matches came up, man, like they did a random draw, and
Unbelievable.
it's just like right at the hop, Kelly Fisher and Allison Fisher, like, jeez.
And
Then
these
this
two,
matchup
yeah.
too, yeah.
And there's a USA-Canada battle in there.
That
Ashley
Beverly,
Burrows and
yeah.
Joanne, yeah.
Or Joanne, I mean, yeah. Twins, I get them confused all the time.
Oh, that's totally fair.
Yeah. And I'm not from around here, so forgive me.
That's totally fair. Even if you were from around here.
Well, there's got to be something that stands out, you know. Maybe it's like the way one raises the eyebrow or something. There's got to be some sort of difference between them, right?
Once you get to know them, they are quite different. But yeah, it takes some getting used to for sure.
Well, I had the same issue when I came around 2019 because they both came around. I was like, I don't know who was who.
When I first met them, I had no idea either.
It's just easier to say Ashton.
Pretty much. They always post really funny stuff on their Facebook about how they get mixed up
Yeah.
in public.
They must have had fun with that one in high school.
I bet.
Especially when one wanted to skip class.
Oh, and look at this. Marsha Mock and Gord Care shared the link. Awesome. Thank you, guys. And if you guys would like to follow along with the brackets, they are on probilliardseries.com. Brittany Bryant has a tough match, too. Bean Hung, she's going to be playing at 2 o'clock.
That's the killer from Australia.
Yeah, she lives in Australia, but she's Taiwanese.
Yeah, but they call her the killer of Australia.
And we know how the Taiwan girls play right there.
Oh, they're deadly, man.
Unbelievable, those Taiwan players.
What's that game that they love to play? 2-3-1, I think it's called, or something like that.
Yeah, they were playing it last night.
Yeah.
On the demo table.
Yeah.
It's Taiwanese carom.
Yeah, that's right. It's so addicting, man.
Yeah, and they use 2 red balls and a yellow ball,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to play yellow red, then red yellow, then you have to hit all 3.
Yeah.
And you get 1 point when you do that.
Yeah, and I think there's something like if you don't hit the third one, you don't get the points.
You don't get any points.
That's right, yeah.
You have to do all 3 steps in order to get 1 point.
1 point, yeah.
So it can be a very long game too, right?
And it's such a popular game out there because when they stream it, it doesn't matter who's playing. They'll get like 1,500 people watching no matter what.
Oh, it's super cool to learn how to move your cue ball, learn tangent lines really quick playing that game.
It teaches you something different, right? And it's like people are so used to making shots in the pocket that when you find that there's a game that you don't have to make shots in the pocket, but it becomes harder to score, it becomes addicting to watch because you see the extra skill required to get the points.
Oh, and Ederly said it's called 2-3-5.
2-3-5, that's what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-3-1. I don't know. I was just trying to make some numbers up. I could have said 5-6-1 too.
Maybe it's a slightly different game that they were playing over there.
Yeah, well, I was trying to invent a new one.
Fisher versus Fisher Hill right now. Unbelievable stuff happening on the arena table.
Oh yeah, I seen it there.
We might have to watch
We'll
on
be
the
back.
side here. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
We could just leave.
Can we get somebody here to cover for us?
Yeah.
We'll be back in a bit.
Maybe we can get the referee.
Yeah. Well, he's just over here. We'll just pass him the mic.
Yeah, we'll just pass him the mic, yeah.
There's John Lehman. Such a funny guy, that guy. I mean, he's all business all the time, but... And then when he came in, I was like, I just didn't want to be around him because I thought he was going to call a foul on me.
That is funny. Kyoko just going to work here on these balls. 5 looks like it's got plenty of room to pass a 7. Maybe we can tell a little better from this angle quickly. That doesn't show us a whole lot.
I know, I can see it goes, though. There's enough room.
She wouldn't have put the cue ball there if it didn't, right?
Yeah. I think what she's trying to figure out is how to get it back across for that 6, but shouldn't be hard. Yeah.
Just a monster break from...
Oh, leave it there, man. Hang on, they were showing something. Oh, no, they didn't.
No, it was
Yeah, no,
just
we
a
missed it.
replay of the break.
Yeah, we're watching the other match, too.
She crushed the break and popped the cue ball perfect, stunned it right in the middle of the table, and didn't make a ball.
Crazy.
And Allison's got a wide open table to close that match out.
Well, and at that level, you don't want to come up dry. That's the worst thing that can happen.
And not close a match out, close the set out. Best of 3 sets. That's only the first set.
Yeah, and I think, you know, like it's whoever wins that first set it gives them a little bit of breathing room for the second set as well. It's just like winning the first game.
And you guarantee you're going to at least play a shootout.
Yeah.
First set's a big one. Gord wants to know, he says, you can always split screen. I can't split screen on here and let you guys watch it too on here. That's
Yeah, no, we can't
copyright.
do that. Yeah.
But you guys can split screen if you have multiple screens. I know lots of people do that.
I might just go upstairs and go grab my TV from the hotel room, bring it down so you can watch it on a
Right?
big screen.
Let's hook it up, yeah.
I wonder what they would say if I just come out of the elevator with a 55-inch TV.
Sir, you have to go put that back. That's okay, I'm just borrowing it.
Yeah, just put it on the room.
Just put it on my room.
Put it on my bill.
So she's landed a little funny on this 9. It's pretty thin. She might have to just bank this.
No, I don't know. Like, yeah, it's tough to back cut this, to be honest. But I don't like banks, man. I'm not a banker, right? So for me, I would just cut this and go off a couple of rails and come back up.
I'd rather cut it too, for sure. As long as it is cuttable. Sometimes these tricky little shots don't actually cut with the way it'll slide off the ball.
Yeah, that's right.
Overcut it.
Overcut it. She
I've
was just
seen
really
that a
focusing
lot.
on shape.
I've seen that a ton, that overcut. And Sakura with an absolutely great chance to get on the hill first here.
Yeah, that's a lucky break.
Yeah, she definitely wasn't thinking she was coming back to this table. Oh, no. What happened there? She totally lost that ball.
I'm going to go back and watch this here on my phone because I want to see.
There, I can replay it on the YouTube.
Oh, man. Okay. I see it. I think it was supposed to come off a little bit harder than that, and she just might have hit it a little too thick. Didn't have enough spin on it.
Yeah, I think she just misplayed the hit on the ball.
Yeah.
She's trying to hit it more full and just draw it back. She's going to bank this with a two-way, so send the cue ball up table. And if she misses the bank, she's going to hope she misses it on the side rail, not the end rail, and hope to leave it on the end rail. Speed control is key to the shot. Although last time she had a bank, she just rolled it in pocket weight, so
I feel like a safety would be good here. Oh, she went for the shot.
This is the way to miss it, though. Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. A little bit harder would have been nice, but that's still a pretty good shot.
And, you know, like she's kind of disappointed that she missed the shot, but, you know, in the end she got a lucky break. But it's all about, you know, trying to perform your best, so she's just disappointed that she wasn't able to get to the pocket.
Yeah.
But it worked out, so she should be actually grateful for that opportunity that just turned up. I mean, this is still makeable, but at least you give yourself a bit of a chance to get back to this table.
Yeah, for sure.
And there it is. So you're going to get a chance.
And she played a really smart shot there with that bank. Good speed control.
Yeah.
And it looks like Allison Fisher's in pretty good shape to take the first set over there. Could we see a shootout? That would be
nice.
intense, right?
Yeah.
Allison and Kelly shootout.
You know what? I'm actually hoping that this goes to a shootout because I like to see these two ladies under pressure.
Yeah, this one would be good too, for sure.
I think if these two went to a shootout, it would go like 6-7 shots in.
Yeah, and they'd probably make all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if these two feel pressure.
So how does that work for this spot? Like if both players missed a shot from that spot, did they play it from the same spot again, or does it move no matter what?
Yeah, it always goes alternating, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's one thing that I wanted to watch was a shootout, man. So I feel like, you know, the pool gods love me a little bit. They're going to give me one here.
Oh, we're going to see at least one today for sure. They have moved the final 16 down to 2 tables, so we're going to have lots of matches today.
What a shot. Get in there. No.
I thought she hit it good enough to make it.
Yeah, man. I wonder if it would have gone in with a little less pace.
I knew she didn't hit it perfect. She did hit a little thick.
Yeah, because she clipped that rail on the way up, right? So
yeah.
that changed the shot. Oh, that's a huge break. Huge break.
Yeah, because she had 2 extra chances there. Kyoko leading 3-2. Let's check out the Fisher battle. Sounds like, if you can hear the clapping in the background,
she got the shape for the 10 perfectly.
Allison has won the first set, and Kelly does not look thrilled about it.
No, yeah. Yeah, well, it's like a former number 1 going after new number 1, right? So
that's right.
A lot of pride on the line here. And they know that there's lots of people watching them too because they're the top players right now in this tournament. Well, I mean, there's other top players too, but for a matchup, this is a top matchup.
We got the rest of the room here with the 7-foot event happening. 8-ball teams began this morning at 9 o'clock, a couple hours ago.
Yeah, it's all go today.
It's going to be a busy one today. Busy room. Lots of people. And we'll be streaming some of that later on today.
And that's all handicapped, that teams event, right? So it's like just one massive tournament?
It's, yeah, Fargo rated.
Yeah.
So there's no, like, spot.
That's right.
Everybody has a fair team in their eyes because of the
it's
handicap level.
1250 Fargo, right, for a team or something?
It was 2750.
Oh, 27. Okay.
For 5 players, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 1250 would be tough. You'd have a bunch of 200s trying to play.
1250 would be hard, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to have a 200 tournament, but
no. No, but that could be coming next. They're getting closer. They're doing
Yeah.
like 580s now. They're doing 550 and under, so they're getting there.
Yeah, well, and that's what they got to get invested, right? I mean, the pros is always good because they're the best in the world, but you got to get invested into the amateurs and the middle pack, right?
That's something CSI has always been so good at.
That's right.
Is
Yeah.
just promoting the game through the beginners, you know? You got to
Yeah.
start at the bottom. You can't start at the top. Shouldn't there be some announcing them all day in another team of broadcasters? That's right, Gord. We need more help. Always. The problem is it doesn't pay, so nobody wants to help
Nobody
for
wants
free.
to do it. Yeah. You're either passionate and love what you do, or you just donate a little bit of time here and there.
That's right.
And
That's right.
usually it's only like literally here and there.
Yeah. Is this going to come up dry? I think it is.
It's not easy doing the job though. Like it's you have to have knowledge, personality, and confidence to be able to just get on there and sometimes deal with some of the comments that come back at you, right? Some people don't see the table the same way as you, like, oh, you're calling crazy shots or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Usually I just kick them off the stream. I don't know what you guys do, but I block them, kick them, never call them again. I'm kidding. I never do that. I've never blocked a single person in my life.
We've had to block a couple that were really bad. But it was we always give like, a fair warning or whatever.
Always, you try your best.
Yeah. They are streaming the Fisher match. It's on World Billiard TV on YouTube.
This is a beautiful break, man. Nice little layout on this table.
Yeah. The only one thing missing from this break. A ball made. Kyoko broke in. Spread him out pretty good. Put the one right over the hole and didn't make a ball.
Yeah. This has the signs written all over it, man. This is going to go to the shootout.
Apparently the commentators on World Billiard TV are saying Red Deer Cambridge Hotel and Casino in Calgary.
Oh, yeah.
Mike wants me to go straighten them out.
Probably because they
won't.
landed in Calgary, right? And then they drove here.
So they get a free pass. One's from the UK and one's from Europe.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. That's like them trying to figure out which twin is which from the Ashton twins.
Exactly. Yeah. Everyone should just be lucky that both of them aren't here. Can you imagine if they had to play each other on the stream?
Oh,
Nobody would know
crazy,
what's going on.
I
Those
wouldn't
commentators would be
commentate that
super
one.
lost.
That's right. One of them would have to wear a patch or something on the arm.
They'd have to have their names on their back. Yeah. Bev, Joanne.
They should have just hidden their identity for a while, became a pro together as one pro, and then just switch out. Whenever you're feeling exhausted, go to the bathroom, the other twin comes out.
That would be good. The other one's training in the back.
That's right. Yeah, just getting your stroke on, getting ready, right? And it's, okay, I'm exhausted. Your turn, tag.
Tag. You're in.
Commentators would be like, I don't know what's with these girls. This girl plays like 24 hours a day and she never is tired, and she just keeps making everything. Power of a twin.
The power of twins. Kenneth wants to know what kind of rack they're using to rack the balls. It's the new Predator rack.
Such a wicked rack, man. I got to try it out. It racks easily, and I like the lineup and everything, and make sure that you got a nice straight square rack, right? It's nice.
We do have some of those for sale. If you're looking at getting one, we can ship one to you. They're retailing at $99 US, that rack. Which I think is a pretty good price considering how good it is.
Yeah, it's really good, honestly. It's I don't know, it's got a different feel than any rack that I've felt so far.
It's quality.
Yeah.
High quality material as
and I
are
feel
all Predator products.
I feel like the rack actually allows you to rack the balls kind of like a magic rack because you get tightness all around. There's really no wiggle room or anything like that, right? And
oh, look at this shot.
that was a good hit.
Oh, wow. What a kick save that is. That's unreal control there to hit that ball and land behind the 7. If that's what she was playing, that's real good.
I'm pretty sure that's what she was playing.
I'm pretty sure, too, because if she hit the other side of the 2, she was, like, scratching in the bottom left corner.
Yeah.
And probably putting the 2 over the left side, so she had to be trying to hit it like that.
It's just a tough spot to be in, because you're trying to make the bank, but then you're looking at that 10 ball, too, so you're kind of acknowledging it. changes her.
She's got to jump just to get there.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I try to make this, though. I feel like I just try to hit the upper side of the 2 and get that cue ball to go up table.
Yeah, it's tough to get the right amount of draw from the jump, too. So
yeah,
you might have to just take a flyer at it a bit.
Half ball jump.
4 to the 5 is going to be pretty difficult anyway. Big bounce here, and it's going to leak out.
Yeah.
But no potable shot for Sakura. She'll put the cue ball right up under the 3. I think Kyoko's going to be in jail here next.
That'd probably be better. I mean, it looks like she can cut this 2 well, but there's really no point of cutting it because you're going to run to that 5. You'll have a tough shot on that 3 anyway.
And with how thin you got to cut the 2, that cue ball's just going to fly off the 5. You're kind of guessing a lot.
Yeah, well, the only way you can really do it, I guess, you would put some right hand center or draw, so that way when you run into it, it'll give you a nice little contact and it'll just come off gently. But I don't know. It's
Yeah, just to throw the ball a little bit too.
I think it's extras to focus on, but we'll see.
Oh, the other factor here that I didn't weigh in was that she's a lefty. So cutting this ball is like twice as hard.
That's right, yeah. That's why I learned how to play with my right for these situations.
Yeah, see how much she's got to reach?
Yeah.
It does get quite a bit more difficult when you have to.
She's just putting the right hand spin on it to try to kill that cue ball off that 5.
Yeah, she. Oh, nice. Right as you said it.
Girl, girl, you know. She heard me, man. She's like, oh, that's right. I forgot I'm a righty, too.
This could be Rod's new favorite player. She's a lefty.
Is.
She switch shoots. Oh, she didn't get that tucked up under the 3 like she wanted.
Gonna get it, though, with a 9.
Yeah,
or the 10. Oh, that's a 9.
Yeah, 9.
I can't tell anymore.
Yellow,
blue, they all look the same to me.
Right?
Old
and
age,
I had the camera in tighter on the table.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of see the colors better.
Yeah.
But a lot of the feedback I've got, and personally from my perspective too, is I like it backed out. I want to see like where their bridge hand is.
That's right.
Or where their grip hand is and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like, I like to see all the little stuff that's going on. Maybe where their foot is, right?
Yeah.
Look at this shot.
Oh, she can see
Look
it.
at this shot. What a shot from Kyoko.
Wow.
With position on the 3.
Angle for the 4.
Angle to get to the 4, yeah.
4 to the 5 would be a bit of a challenge depending how she gets shaped for the 4.
I think she's got to get dead straight in.
Yeah, just do a big drawback, right?
Yeah, if you land with too much angle, now you got to go between the 6, 7 off 2 rails is not going to be a lot of fun.
She could maybe just get that cue ball across just slightly over the left side of that 7, like where she is, but just coming across just past that 7. That would give her an angle to go up 2, 3 rails to get onto the 5. But if she gets a little bit further past that, she's going to have no choice but try to figure out something different.
Yeah, she went forward, and now she just needs a small bounce, very small. This is perfect. She can draw this one back. Should be able to avoid the 10 coming into play, no problem. Especially with how grippy the cloth is when you're playing draw.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to bite this right away. You can draw this back full table, no problem.
But she's not straight, though, man, so she's going to have to come across to the right, then back to the left.
No, I think with low left spin, this will straighten out a ton on this table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will. She doesn't have enough angle to really go to the other side of it. Although she's fooled me before, this Kyoko. She can power the ball in. She's loading it up with lots of draw. You got to smooth this one. If you hit it too hard, it's going to punch. You need to hit it smooth to get it to draw back. Well, she's second guessing it now.
No, I feel like she's looking to see if maybe she can keep the shot simple and play it safe on the 5 instead. Either that, or she's looking to see if she can just follow through and find a small window to cut that 5.
Yeah, she looked if there was a better option, but I don't think there is.
I just don't think she can draw it straight back from here. I think it's going to go towards the middle of the table. Yeah, so it's just hard for her to do that. So
yeah,
she just figuring out the safety here.
Yeah, it just popped out there too much, eh?
Mm-hmm.
She knew it would do that, so she went over and looked to see what the safety would look like from over here.
It's saying from the way the layout was, that's what I was saying. She just needed to come over just slightly left of that 7 ball because I can see the tangent line was going to allow her to get a 3-rail shape, no problem, natural shape.
Like to go forward?
Yeah, so she would have landed here. She had this angle here, right? So it checks from here. goes here.
But you got to
here,
dodge a
back
lot
here.
of balls that way too.
In
And
a
then
sense, yeah. But not really.
and on the slippery cloth, I always bring up the slipperiness because it's such a big factor.
It does change things a lot. Yeah,
Especially going, I find that top inside shot around 3 rails, it's so hard to judge.
Just going to be a good safety using the 10 as a blocker.
Really good shot. And that's kind of what she went over and looked at before.
That's right. That's
she
right.
thought, can I just stun it behind the 10 if I land here?
This is a tough spot to be in, too.
Well, down 3-2 in the set. If you don't find a way out of this one, you're losing this set.
Come on, lefty. Do your thing.
She's got this one rail near the right side pocket. And if she hits this good, she could make it, or she could bank it near the 9 and leave the cue ball on the top rail. So you watch, she's not going to hammer this. She's going to hit it like at a very controlled speed.
Great hit. Unfortunately, she's going to leave it on the table over the pocket.
I think she hit it too firm. I think she had to hit a little softer, and then the spin grabs a little more, and then she hits the correct side of the ball. I mean, assuming she wasn't trying to hit that side of the ball and try to get the cue ball under the 9 somehow, but I don't think it was possible.
And now let's keep in mind here that one of them is ranked, one of them is not, and we're having a nice tight battle on this table.
Yeah, and there's quite the separation between their Fargo ratings as well, like 100 points, right?
Yeah. But she's doing really well here, and it's almost like as if there's really no difference between them.
I'm sure they know each other quite well, too. Yeah, 585 Kyoko, and Sakura's at 572, so... Or 685 and 572, sorry.
Yeah, just over 100 points.
Just over 100. That's a pretty big gap.
Yeah, usually in a handicap tournament, that would probably be anywhere between 2 or 3 rack spot.
Yeah, could be 3.
Yeah.
In this tournament, it would have been 3. In the 7-foot amateur event would have been 3 games.
Yeah, I know there's a few people that were like 600 and 500 difference, so it was a 100-point difference, and it was 6-3 races.
Yeah, 3 games in a race to 6. Tough to fade that spot. Alternate break 8 ball.
Especially if you got one of those guys that knows how to sandbag their numbers, and they're really good, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
One of those many, many, many guys.
But I feel like these guys are just straight up updating the Fargo rates as they go through the matches, because I think guys were saying that their Fargo rates are getting bumped up from mini tournaments too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It should move. Yeah. It should be. It should be moving during the event, for sure. She got a little fortunate rub on that 10. She definitely wasn't trying to crash into it. And she's in great shape to take this first set. Steve K says, who sandbags? Just everyone.
Yeah. Everyone. Until eventually you want to be the best, then you just stop sandbagging.
That's right.
But it's okay. You know, you got to make some sort of sandbagging efforts along the way so you can cash in before you go and deal with the people that never miss. There's 2 different kinds of people in the world, right? So, like, I talked to somebody yesterday, and like, what's your Fargo rate, man? I think I'm like 560 or something now. But 2 years ago, before COVID, I was at 568. I came out of retirement in January this year, and I dropped from a 568 to like a 520. Now I'm back to like 566. And the guy's like, well, that's good. You know, you got to keep it down. I was like, well, some people think like that. I said, I want to be a 600.
Yeah.
Right? Like, to me, I want to go up.
I was always the same way, too. I always wanted to just be the best I could.
That's right.
As soon as they said 720 is a pro, I'm like, I got to get over 720.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a disadvantage when you think of like the sandbagging way, because there's moments when you really need to come through and you can't because you're so used to, you know, not coming through.
That's right.
But when you're dedicated and you're trying to be the best, well, you always grow. You know, you always grow in every battle. Like, you're always in it. You're always winning. You're always competing.
Yeah, and you learn no matter what, right?
That's right, yeah. And you learn more, actually, because you're focusing on your best level, so you kind of see your mistakes a little bit clearer, right?
That's right. Instead of just thinking, it's okay, I missed that, I kind of meant to.
Yeah.
Right? You use an excuse like, my Fargo, it's okay, I didn't really try that hard, right?
Yeah, it's kind
of
like
You're
a
not
shield.
honest with yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, shield, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're just tuning in with us, folks, we are live at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Women's Open. You're listening to Ben Francis
And Rod Regatta.
My good buddy Rod. And we're watching a all-Japan battle here. First match of the round of 16. If you want to find the brackets, they're on ProBilliardSeries.com.
Lots of great action all day long.
Yeah, and another stream going in the room on YouTube under World Billiard TV. It's the Predator Arena table. And it's a match that you do not want to miss. If you're watching this one, you can always go back and watch that one after. One of the things we love about partnering with Predator is they have the same vision.
That's right.
Free streams that are never going anywhere, so they'll be archived on their YouTube channel. You can watch it anytime you like. It is Ben Terrence. Welcome, sir. And it's Rod, our counterpart from Winnipeg, joining me today.
What's up, man?
And my dad in there.
What's up, Pops? Do you call him Pops?
Everybody calls him Pops, yeah. What does she do here? I don't think this ball cuts in the side, but she's loading up like it does.
Oh, nice cut.
And look at the position.
That's why she took the risk, though, on the shot, because it was going to reward her the shape.
To go to use those 3 rails from that angle is unbelievable. That was such a good shot.
Yeah.
And now she's got a great chance to close this one out.
Who's her coach?
Paul Pache is for, well, yeah, original coach. I'm not sure if she has a different coach now.
Yeah.
But that was her original coach, was Paul.
Oh, I talked to him the other day, and the way he basically explained it is like, I don't teach students. I raise masters.
Yeah.
I raise other masters that are going to teach the game.
Yeah. Paul's a great coach.
Oh, yeah, man.
Great teacher.
And he's got a good head on his shoulders, too. Funny, easy going, to the point, you know, and when you ask the details, he'll give you the details.
Yeah, that's right. Kyoko with this 10 ball to take down the first set. And she does just that.
A little bit of breathing room for her. She wants to go to the bathroom, I think. Taking a quick break, I think.
Referee's just asking if they want to take a few minutes, and it looks like they do want to take 5, so I think we'll do the same, Rod.
Yeah, man. I'll be back.
Use the washroom and get some popcorn, get ready for the second set.
I'll walk by the Duchess, say, go, Duchess. What's the score on that one? Let's check over real quick on our thing here.
Let me just update this scoreboard quick, and then we'll head over there. That's what Rod and I are going to do while we're on break is
yeah.
We're going to go watch that match. All right, we'll be back very soon, everyone.
That's right.
Don't go far. right, everyone, we're back. These ladies are ready to break off this second set. Sakura to break, trailing 1-0. She needs to win this set to force a shootout, Rod.
I got a feeling it's coming.
I got a feeling it's coming too. Just the way that first set went, I feel like Sakura is right in this match.
Yeah. It's hard to be hard on yourself in this situation because any little mistake is costly, but there's no room to really feel that way when you're playing at that level.
That's right.
You gotta just reset every time.
Absolutely. Every game's a new one, right? You know what I loved was when they did the Moscone interviews. You remember they did the press conference last year?
Yeah.
And they asked Skyler, they were like, what do you think about your odds or something? And he was like, we'll play, and if we lose, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And it was like just so true, you know?
Yeah.
Tomorrow's another day. And we're going to play lots of pool. And if we don't win this one, I'll win the next one. If I don't win that, I'll win the one after, right?
That's right, yeah.
There's always going to be another one. It's not life or death out there, right?
That's right, yeah.
Good shot from Sakura there. And Paul says Kyoko is still his student.
Ah.
And he says, thanks for the plug. Anytime, Paul.
Yeah, man. Great guy. I call him a hero. Manitoba hero.
Manitoba hero. Yeah, he's a Manitoba boy, right?
Yeah.
But he's been all over. Clark Ayers. He said he just read the announcement for the Predator World 10-ball team championship. Should be interesting to see who reps Canada. Do I see a team of Ben Francis, Stephen Holt, and Brittany Bryant, perhaps? I don't know.
Well, you might as well go buy a lotto ticket.
You might as well, yeah.
You got some pretty good predictions, huh?
Yeah, just make sure you pick the numbers. No quick pick.
That's right.
I think we'll be making some sort of announcement. Hopefully soon. I'm running out of time.
Yeah.
But we're
that's exciting.
We're gonna get through this first. First things first. Well, and then we have the Q Sports Live Invitational next week as well. So plenty of live pool going on over the next few weeks.
I'm looking forward to going back to the Leather Pocket, man. I haven't been there since 2019. That was my first time, and I enjoyed meeting Len. He was a nice guy, and the service was great. They took care of me.
Mm-hmm. Super great people there.
Yeah. Great atmosphere, too, man. As soon as you walk in, you just feel it.
Yeah, the speed of the players, Gord says, is different. Well, they don't call her Quickfire Fisher for nothing. They don't call her Quickfire Kyoko. That name is reserved for Kelly only. But I think these girls are playing at a decent pace. This hasn't been overly slow. First match went pretty close at 4-2.
I think it's a happy medium between fast and methodical.
Yeah, it's good. This is quite an enjoyable pace actually, because they're not rushing anything, but they're
only taking their time when they really have to.
When they have to, exactly. Elevated over this ball makes this shot very tough.
Love her stance, man, the way she approaches the shots.
And what a shot that was. Split the uprights.
I might have to take some lessons here.
From Paul?
Yeah, man, since he's here.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to learn how to break. That's the biggest thing, but...
Oh, I can teach you how to break.
There's some things that he was doing yesterday. He was doing some shots that he does for testing the rails, and I was, really impressed. I was like, that's just, banana stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people do that stuff for banana, but he's doing it for testing the rails. It's like, wow, cool, man.
That's right.
And he makes it at free will almost. I mean, he missed a couple of times there, but that was on a table that he's not used to yet. And I just learned a lot just from those couple of things that he showed me there.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned a lot from watching Paul, too, and he spent a couple of years in Calgary. Had a couple of good battles with him.
Nice little juice on this one.
Look
Get up
at
there.
This stroke. What a stroke there. I thought she might just try to stun it over and play the 6-up table.
The only reason I didn't scream is because I'm right beside him, but I would have screamed on that one on my side of the table.
Yeah, luckily we're at least behind this curtain. Otherwise, they'd be able to hear us.
You should have seen me yesterday, man. I look like a preacher on a Sunday. My hands were
Just
up in the air. I'm
jumping all
standing,
over.
walking around. Yeah, I can feel the power of the gods.
It's important to have fun while you do it, right? Of course.
I
That's
wouldn't be doing
ultimately
this
what we're here
otherwise,
for.
man.
Yeah,
Robotic stuff stays on the table. Off the table, you have fun.
that's right. That's the most fun thing about these events too, is just being able to chat with all the people and all the jokes and laughs, and always a good time. Let's see if Kyoko can shape up this 8.
Yeah, just take it to the side, come across.
A little bit short of the mark there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and the 10 ball is kind of in the 50-50 mark, so it allows her to maybe play through on this one. But you got to be careful here because you need to know the speed of the table, else you're going to end up with a funny shot on the 10.
Yeah, watch side pocket isn't in play here. I don't think it is, but it's
No.
got to be close. Look at this.
Yeah,
It's got to be real close. She's got to play with inside and cheat the ball a little.
top lefts, yeah.
Throw the angle. This is super tough.
Yeah, so she's looking at this right now because and the reason she popped up is because she had to adjust, right? So first she went down, she knew what she wanted to do, but then she realized it wasn't the right shots, and then she kind of adjusted again, and now she's got up to walk around and reset because she wasn't focused.
That's right.
And now she's going to refocus. Now she knows what she wants to do, and this time she'll step into the shot properly.
I think this shot works with inside because you actually hit the ball thinner and you change the angle. So with lots of left spin, you hit the 8 ball thinner, but you throw it more towards the right. Her right. Just like that.
Beauty shot.
Unbelievable. And she cheated the pocket perfectly.
Yeah, man.
And I think she's getting dialed in. I don't know if this is going to a shootout.
Well, I'm here, so it has to go to a shootout.
Yep.
I was saying that to the guys a couple of days ago, not yesterday but the day before. It's like, listen, if anybody comes to my table, just know, like, you're going hill. Like, that's just the way it's been.
That's just the way it is.
I had to think like maybe 11 or 12 matches that day, and out of all of them, only one of them didn't go to the hill.
Wow.
Yeah, and all of them were like 3-1s, and then coming back, and it's going 4-4. Right? It's like it's crazy, man.
Unbelievable. Good stream action, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Big shout out to the sponsors of this event and of the Pro Billiard Series. Medalla Premium Light, Kamui, CSI, Cybert's Billiard Supply, Alpha Coin, USA Pool League, Kamui, Jam Up Apparel, WPBA, Q Sports Live did a little bit to help bring this event here.
I heard those guys are like working hard all week, man. I don't even know who the guy is, but you know he should take my job.
That's right. Some of those guys are just working crazy long hours too. It's been unbelievable.
And then the craziest thing I heard is that one guy from Winnipeg, like he's running people out at 2 a.m. still.
He's still running out. Even after streaming for like
That's true, yeah.
13 hours straight and only eating 2 meals.
I only play at 2 o'clock because all the Calgary guys are gone to sleep.
It's like 3 a.m. Winnipeg time.
That's right.
The score here, Anna, is 1-0 Kyoko, and she won the first set 4-2. So if it's your first time tuning into this event throughout the week, these ladies are playing a best of 3 sets, and if they win a set each, the third set will be a spot shot shootout.
Absolutely smashed the rack. Got an opening shot here on the 2 ball as well. Or is that the one up there by the 4? I can't tell.
Yeah, the one up by the 4, yeah. Sometimes it can be deceiving, looks a little like the 5.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Or even the 7, depending on how far it is and what colors are around it.
That's right.
So, you know, I asked these guys, we were talking about it. Gino was the one that kind of brought it up from Predator. And so I said, like, why the blue cloth? And he says, because human eye looks at the sky, and the sky is the background for all colors, so they figured that would be the color that would bring up all the colors of the balls on the stream table and for the players, right?
That's right. And it wasn't even them. It was he thinks it was Iwan Simonis.
Yeah, it was
and did a study on it.
Yeah.
And blue was the best background color when you have multiple other colors.
Yeah. Well, Simona's cloth, they take a lot of pride in what they do, and they do all the research, right? That's their strength is figuring out cloth and what works best for better playability.
That's right.
And I mean, even now they're probably still trying to find new ways to make the tech a little bit better yet.
So a missed cut shot in the side pocket for Kyoko, but she hasn't left anything easy. They are playing all ball fouls, so Sakura has to be very careful here.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday. Like Savannah Easton came and played on the table, and there was a few times where she had to stretch over the shot, and she kept looking for her shirt to make sure she wasn't touching anything, right? And that's when I realized I had the all ball foul on the other side.
That's amazing to learn that at that age.
Yeah,
because we learned just sloppy pool.
For sure, yeah.
Now I'm trying to learn not sloppy pool, and it's not that easy, right?
Well, you know, and I've been playing for, what a shot.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just going to shut up on that one. I'm just going to let her have her moment. That was good.
That's one of the best shots of the match so far. That was extremely tough, elevated over the 4.
Yeah.
Because she had to play with siding, so she had to judge how much it was going to masse.
That's right. And then the weight to get around for the 2-ball perfectly, too, right?
Yeah, not only did she make the ball, but she controlled that cue ball to absolute perfection. So I think the 5-ball is clear up there. I don't think it's a problem. And the 4 near the side pocket is going to make it very available.
Yeah.
She can kind of get wherever she needs to. And the fact that she hasn't even really gone over there and looked at it much tells me it's very available.
Yeah. I really like her composure at the table and how she faces the shots. Very, very pro.
Just super strong fundamentals, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's
some of the strongest.
She's not even a 600 yet, right? Like, she's going to be on her way up there quick.
Yeah, definitely one to watch. Most certainly.
So many stars coming up in the game.
I think especially on the women's side.
Yeah, more so on the women's side than the men's side.
They are in very good hands with some of these ladies. Some amazing play we've got to see over the last few days, and it's only going to get better.
That's right. We're in the final 16 now, so it's getting down to the serious side of the tournament.
If you'd like to check out the brackets, they're on ProBilliardSeries.com. Scroll down to the Predator Canada Women's Open tab, and you'll see the bracket there. Next match we have coming up on this table is a barn burner. We've been talking about this one. Ashley Burrows, number 5 ranked on the WPBA, taking on Calgary's own Joanne Ashton, number 8 rank.
That is a crazy match, man. I'm looking forward to that one.
Good ranking matchup there. Only 3 ranking spots between them, so.
Yeah, it's going to make a difference in that match. One of them is going to get a chance to bump up a little bit, maybe.
I was really hoping Paul was out there still watching and would give us a little tidbit of info on Sakura. And Paul Pache says Niyuki Oi has been Sakura's coach since she was 11 years old. She's now 23.
Wow, man. Well, you've done a great job, Niyuki.
And she's only 23, Rod.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This girl has 20 years of top-level pool, at least 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, Efren's like 60, and he still plays pretty high level, right?
That's right, yeah. And, I mean, when you look at her form and the way she addresses the table all the time, she's just very consistent, man. She's got a very strong maturity for her age and on the table.
Yeah, absolutely. Gonna be a force in this game. And she's a force in this second set, looking at tying this up at 1-all.
Now, I usually don't pick favorites. I try never to do that, but she's a lefty, so she stole my heart.
And she switches hands.
And she switches hands, man. You know, there's nothing better than that. I mean, we can go play on a table and do some left-rights all day long and have a great time.
That would be great. I think the crowd would watch that too, you know?
Yeah.
You got to switch hands every shot.
Yeah. You know, maybe I'll challenge her and we'll do it on the Q Sports Live stream. We'll do the bar box also so she can kick my ass real fast.
There you go. So if she does manage to win 3 more games before Kyoko wins 3, we'll have this shootout here. 4 innings each, alternating sides. If they tie through 4 innings, they'll turn that green rectangle into a little green square, move it back, make it harder. But we're not there yet. Still plenty of work to do for young Sakura.
Doing good. I mean, she had a good chance to win that first set too. It was just one little unfortunate shot, and next thing you know, the tables turned. And Kyoko, she just plays such a good game that once you give her a chance, she's always gonna try to take control of that table.
She'll punish you. Looks like our CSI referee, Mr. Wayne Knight, got the balls racked up where he wants them.
Love Wayne, man. Always a funny guy.
He's such a passionate ref. He really loves what he does.
He really does. Yeah.
Which is hard to find.
Yeah. And he's friendly, man. He goes around talking to people, hanging out with people and stuff too.
Yeah, and he's such a fan of the game too, so. Looks like a dry one here.
Who's that American ref? The guy that's he seems to be like the guy that's the head guy or something because everybody kind of goes to him.
Yeah,
He's got the blue eyes.
I'm not sure of his name.
Yeah. He's got that really thick American accent.
Try to remember everybody's name is impossible, you know.
Yeah.
I know one of the other refs we had working last night, Warren Venny, of course, he's from Calgary as well. Fantastic ref. Loves what he does too. He's a huge fan of the game as well. Safety shot here from Kyoko. Going to try to tuck this one under the orange 5. Bank the one up table. Looks like she overhit it by quite a bit.
Yeah, but she's still, oh, maybe not. It looked like it was going to get a nice roll off that 2 to the left, but it went to the right.
It's not John Lehman. John Lehman is the head ref.
Yeah, he's the head ref, but he's.
But there's another ref that's
Yeah, and we're talking I'm talking about the refs that are dealing with the CSI tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. John's here strictly for this tournament.
That's right.
So knowledgeable, John. Honestly, anything that comes up, he just knows so much about it.
And Jerry Stuckart, the WPBA tournament director, he's commented on the Facebook there, says, Oi and Bean Hung are sitting front row to the left of the table. They're tuned in real close watching this one.
Yeah, supporting.
And supporting both, I would imagine. Even though Sakura is Oi's student, I would still think Kyoko is a Japanese pool star, and they must love to watch her play as well.
Yeah.
Matthew wants to know that did the Fishers match happen already?
It's been going down for a little bit, man.
It's been going for a bit. Oh, and Allison making a bit of a comeback in the second set. It's now 3-2 after being 3-0 Kelly.
That one's like one game away from going into a shootout.
At which point, it's going to get real quiet on this stream.
Yeah, we'll be gone, man. But we'll send you guys pictures.
That's right. Jenman Luke, he says, Wayne Knight's nickname is the Striped Knight.
The Striped Knight. That's
I love that.
Man. I like that.
Thanks, Jenman. I love that. He told me his nickname.
You know, and he looks it. Like, he suits it, right? Like, I like that.
Very much so. And CJ, thanks for tuning in. It sure is a pleasure to watch these ladies play. I have picked up quite a few little tips and tricks over the last few days, just watching very closely. Pool's all about the subtle, very small nuances, so watching these ladies play, you can always learn something.
Yeah, I think Kelly Fish is going to shoot, or is going to force a shootout.
And that's right, as Jerry says there, Matthew. You can find that on World Billiard TV on YouTube. And much like our own streams, it will always be there. All their streams are archived on their channel, which we love, and totally free to watch, which is something else we really love about what Predator does. Jerry giving the play-by-play. I love it. Thank you, Jerry. Rod and I appreciate it because, of course, we're the biggest pool junkies in the whole room. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this job.
Yeah.
So we want to know what happens over there, too.
Absolutely. Oh, man. Taking a little peek on it, it looks like Kelly's on her finish there.
And it looks like she's going to get out and force the shootout.
But she wasn't happy on that first set. She, she felt like she had a chance in that set, and then Allison came in and just got it. And after that, she kind of just settled down, got off to a quick start.
Turned on the jets. I think Sakura's called the bank here on the one, but she's mostly playing a two-way shot, I would imagine, just getting the cue ball up table. Oh, she couldn't see the ball.
Yeah,
She
no,
was
she was
kicking.
hooked. Okay, that's okay. Thought maybe she was gonna push that 10 ball in a bad spot, but
It might be a 2-10 combo, but I doubt it. It's probably a 2-4 combo, and the rest of the table lays pretty good up until the 7-10.
yeah, but you can maybe do that 2-4 combo with an angle so you can get that 2 ball to roll up for the 2-10 combo.
Yeah,
right?
nice thought there. Good call.
Well, if you're trying to take advantage of the situation, that's the way I would do it.
And even if the 2 happen to roll too far, you might even have the billiard send the cue ball onto the 10, right?
Yeah.
Because that 10 is in a really good spot. Fisher Shootout. Are you kidding me?
Crazy. These two have highly discussed the shootout.
Yeah. So, Jerry, I've discussed this a little bit too. And Rod, I want to know what your thoughts are. My opinion is you have to shoot first. If it's your choice, you shoot first.
Yeah, because it's like you put the pressure on your opponent either way, whether you make it or miss it, no matter what, you're putting the pressure on your opponent. And when you're coming from behind, it makes it a little bit tougher because you're almost forced to make the shots. And when the person misses and you come up, you almost feel like you have to make it too because you're trying to get ahead, right? So
Or
it changes the way you shoot.
yeah, it can go the other way too. They miss it and you think, well, it's a free shot now. I
That
don't
too.
necessarily have to make it
I'd rather
because
be
they
the
missed
first.
it, right? Yeah, for sure first. I'm glad you agree.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like the idea of leaving myself in the mercy of my opponent's skill, especially when if we're going 2 sets, race to 4, and then we end up tying up. Like obviously they can compete with you. So I feel like at that point, if it comes down to shot making, I would like to rely on my shot making first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Does this 2-6 combination go?
She's taking a look.
Oh, and Kelly missed the first shot. Unbelievable moments happening over there.
Yeah.
Nobody could have predicted that they would get drawn first round in the final 16, let alone go to a shootout.
I want to go over there and live stream on my phone, man, for the Winnipeg fans to watch that shootout too.
They can watch it on World Billiard TV.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Allison makes the first one. Kelly's under the heat already.
I guess I'm just trying to find a way to go over there and watch it.
That's right.
I could have just been honest. I don't know.
I really got to go to the washroom, Ben. Yeah. Do you mind?
Yeah.
Can't hold it.
Forgot, yeah.
So I don't know if this goes.
Yeah, I think it goes.
It looks like she's trying to play shape on the 2. She might have been going after the 10 there because it didn't go.
Yeah, maybe. I guess that's okay, too. She's tying up the 4 ball with the 10.
Yeah, she was trying to. It didn't quite get there. The 2 to the 3 isn't hard, and she can just roll down and get on the 4. The problem will be the 10 might be in the way of getting on the 5. That's what Kyoko's looking at right now. See her eyes go up table from the 4 to the 5?
Yeah.
Good player thinking 4 balls ahead, I always say the 4th ball is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laura says she's been on the DL this past year, been watching everything possible, learned tons. And she can't wait to apply when she gets back. I think it's super important to watch lots of pool if you want to get better at the game.
Yeah, that's what CJ is saying, something about one little stroke or pattern.
Yeah.
Play can elevate your game to another level. Players that don't sit and watch pool regularly are a great disadvantage, and I agree, yeah. Because you see different variety of shots, and then nowadays with commentary, you got different insight from players that are doing this kind of work, and so then you get a little bit more knowledge from it too, how everybody sees certain shots.
That's right. So much different style, so it looks like Allison's made the second spot shot. She can put it away. If she just makes the next 2, it's over. Kelly missed the first one.
Oh, yeah.
So Wayne Knight, the striped knight, getting close to take a look at the hit. Good hit, but she did not get position that she wanted.
No. She had to go for just a kick safe here.
I think the kick safe lays well, too. She's going to go over, look behind it, which I think is super important.
She's just got a line just to the right of the 9. The 9 is slightly in the way from the direct hit for the kick. So she's going to have to go up rail and spin it.
Just a little. Yeah. But I think where she's spinning it to should be okay. Like a full hit is going to bank 3.
I would like to do that.
down table, like
Yeah,
between the 6-10 sort of.
that's the absolute best result because then the cue ball will stay up top where that 3 ball is.
It should stay
Or that 5
right
ball.
near the 5, yeah.
Yeah, come on, get up there.
Right between the 6-10. Is she
Little
going to
kiss
roll
off
the
the
10 over
10.
the hole, though?
Oh, no.
Oh, she holds her hand up because she got the safety only because of the kiss.
Yeah. This is intense leave too, though, you know, because now that 10 is available, so that means that Sakura has to hit this 5.
That's right. Allison makes her 3rd shot. If she makes the 4th one, it's over. Doesn't matter what Kelly does now.
Yeah, Kelly has to make it no matter what now.
If Kelly misses, it's over too.
The Duchess, look at that face, man. I told you.
What an unbelievable match they've had over there.
See that face that she had right there? That's the look she gave me, man. I told you it was like a growl. I felt it. I was like, okay, you can play.
The fire in the eyes, yeah.
I'm sorry, I won't come at you with my chalk anymore.
Yeah, same shot back, I think, right? The kick safety is going to have to be relatively the same. Try to send the 5 up near the right corner and keep the cue ball right where it is now.
Yeah. You can see Kelly feeling the pressure on this one.
Yeah, who wouldn't, right? I don't care if you're number 1 in the world. You're still going to feel the heat there. You don't want to exit the tournament yet. You just want to play more pool. You're a pool player.
She just took a deep breath on that one, so she's relieved that she's left everything on Allison's hands. That means that she's put the pressure on her court now.
You know what sucks is we're watching this on the YouTube and there's a delay and we're going to get to hear a clap or a sigh in the room.
Right. That's right.
And we're going to know what happened already.
Yeah, there it is.
We already know
Fisher
what
won.
happened. Hopefully,
Fisher won it.
Fisher won. Yeah. All the poor people that are watching on the YouTube and heard the clapping.
That just moves on. Is it still double knockout right now, or is it single elimination now?
Single elim. Kelly Fisher is out of a tournament
That's
before
a
the
heartbreaker.
final for the first time in, I think, 10 events. 10 pro events.
Just tough to draw Allison first, though. That's probably the most experienced player in the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely the toughest player that she could have drawn in the whole field.
I mean, pressure and experience are two things that separates the players in the end, and she's got a lot of experience and she knows how to deal with pressure.
Well, and look what she just did. She made all 4 spot shots in the
Yeah.
shootout on the arena table, playing Kelly Fisher
That's right.
in the first round
And
of the single knockout. Like, she looked fearless
That's right, yeah.
to make all 4. That's unbelievable.
She must have been practicing that spot shot a lot.
So here we go. Jerry Stuckart was talking about the other commentators discussing, do you shoot first or second? And maybe shooting second was good there.
That's what they think?
Well, Kelly shot first and missed.
Yeah, well,
So
I guess
then
so.
there was probably some breathing room for Allison there, knowing if she just made every shot she won.
I guess so. It just comes down to how the player feels. But I think that Kelly made the right choice because she's thinking as long as I make it, right?
That's right. 10 ball for Kyoko. 2-1 Kyoko over here. But yeah, I think that's a good conversation. I like that one. Do you shoot first or do you shoot second? Because there's benefits to both, right?
Well, and that's, I guess now if I'm thinking about it that way, yeah. So if my opponent misses the first shot, I'd rather be second, right? But if I am within...
But if they make the first shot, you don't want to be second.
You don't want to be second, no, yeah. So that's why I feel like shooting first is probably the best because regardless of, like you take some of that pressure off initially. After that, you got all the pressure depending on what you do in the first shot.
That's right.
And depending on what your opponent does on their follow-up shot too, right?
So the next match on the arena table is Mate Ropero Garcia versus Kristina Zlateva. That one's coming up at noon, so 14 minutes from now. Just enough time to use the washroom if you guys need to. Get some popcorn. Lots of pool today.
It's going to be a really good matchup, that one too. I've been meaning to go around the Spaniards, go talk to them in Spanish, but I haven't had a chance to get away from the table until now. But there's a couple of ladies from Spain that are here.
Like Jay Pass is saying there in the Facebook, the Predator Germany Open, the women's event, went to 9 innings.
Crazy.
That was unreal.
Do they just keep going or do they go just 4 shots?
They go 4 shots, and if they tie, then they move it back a diamond.
Yeah.
the cue ball,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's sudden death.
Oh, yeah.
So if you shoot first and you make it, I get a chance to tie. But
Mm-hmm.
if I miss, it's over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And if you miss first and I make it, it's over.
Yeah.
But it's sudden death after 4 shots. First 4 shots is a best of 4 shots.
And then after that, you just keep going until somebody wins. From the same spot?
Yep.
Okay.
Nayuki and Jesus Atencio had a 13-inning one.
Yeah.
Nayuki won 14-13, I think, and then twirled his cue after, like a samurai twirl.
He's such a cool cat, man.
Oh, I loved it.
I'm going to go get a picture of him today. I don't care. I'll be a groupie with him for sure.
Absolutely. He loves it. I saw, like, Damien kind of doing an interview with him, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a little bit awkward when somebody comes up to you with their phone in your face,
Yeah.
right, and asking you silly questions. But he deals with it so well. He's just such a good professional, right?
Yeah.
And he knows people love that stuff. So he feeds into it more, and he gains more fans every interview he does, right? Yeah, pool's all about maintaining control of the table. That's a good one.
He's
Shooting
such a
first
good
maintains
ambassador,
control.
that guy.
Yeah, he's going to help grow the game for sure.
And like I said to him, I said, I know you. He looks at me and like, you're the guy with the great interviews.
Yeah.
I said, you're funny, man. You're funny. We need more of that. Like him, Joshua Filler. We need more of that. You know, those are the guys that, you know, light up the stage.
Yeah, just that super
I'd
excitement.
love to see him play against Joshua Filler and beat him, man. Oh my God, that would be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to that interview. I'd probably keep that interview in the temporary files forever.
No doubt.
All right, so we're at 2-1. She's lost the first set. Trying to see if she can get into this one now. Hasn't really played bad at all, man. Just
No.
the situations at the table, you know, and at this level, honestly, like just anything you miss, it's almost a loss of a game.
Yeah, Kyoko's played fantastic. There's been some good strategy in this match, a little back and forth safety battles.
I really like the way Kyoko sees the table, too.
She's very experienced. I've seen her play quite a bit, and she's always very calculated. She does see it very well. She doesn't take unnecessary chances.
Mm-hmm.
She plays very smart.
You see that little pre-stroke routine there? I like that, too.
Yeah, you got to have that, right? You got to get that stroke warming up when you're still standing up, right?
Yeah. Just missed the shot, though.
Clark Air says he thinks it was Oi and Atencio and the infamous Chuck E. Cheese cry. He actually yelled mac and cheese.
Is that mac and cheese?
Yeah, there's this long-running joke that they took somebody out, one of the Europeans, for dinner at a fancy restaurant. He ordered mac and cheese, right?
Yeah.
But he'd never had mac and cheese before, and then he said, they interviewed him, and they said, what do you think? And he said, it's just cheese with pasta. I don't get it, right?
What's the hype?
What's the hype?
You gotta try it with ketchup, man.
Ketchup is the way.
That's so gross, but yeah, people eat it all the time like that.
Mm-hmm. And hot dogs. You gotta cut up hot dogs.
Oh yeah, that's just the protein right there. That's how it makes it fancy.
That's right. Gourmet mac and cheese.
She's got a bit of a lineup here. I don't know if you go for it though. Do you go for the combo here, Ben, or do you just cut the two?
I think if the two goes on the side, for sure, she'll just play the two, unless she thinks she can find a good two-way shot to play the combo. But I don't think that's there.
No, and then if you hit that too late, you might leave her to the pocket, so she have to put some pace on it if she tries to do something like that.
Yeah, and it would just be like a super guess where the two ends up.
Yeah.
You're never really gonna know because it's gonna hit the 9 and end up down table somewhere.
And I got a feeling she didn't get this far by guessing. She goes with what she knows.
And Jason says, hats off to the entire event. He just watched Allison and Kelly. Amazing match. Sure was. Look at this stroke.
Let's get a nice bounce around the 8-ball.
She's got a shot. A long one, but a shot.
Yeah, it's a long one. The only good thing about this shot, though, is that she can shape up for the 4, no problem. And the 5's chilling by the pocket, so as long as she gets onto the 4, she's still okay. But this is a little bit extra right now, right? Because we're getting closer to the end of the second set, and Any mistake here can put her opponent on the hill, and then the pressure's all on her.
It's not super easy to get on the 4 here, but it's definitely available. She might even be crashing into it from this angle.
Yeah, I feel like it might be the right shot, just to make it clean on the delivery.
She's got to just make sure she pots it. Oh, and she comes across beautifully. Assuming the 4 passes the 5.
Yeah, if not, she's going to be stuck playing a combo.
Side view won't tell us much from there.
I actually practiced this cut to the top right corner, and it's a good shot to come up with, but if you don't practice it, this becomes a little bit uncomfortable.
I think she called the 5, and this lays pretty nice because she has to cut it a little, and the 4 will head up towards the top right.
And then the cue ball will run towards the rail.
Yeah.
Good shot. Perfect.
And a little angle is absolutely perfect.
And the extra bonus is that the 4 didn't stick to the rail. It came off the rail, which allows her to be able to do a little bit extra with the cue ball if she needs to.
That's right. So once again, everyone, if you're just tuning in, we're at the 2022 WPBA Predator Canada Women's Open. We're in Red Deer, Alberta, Canada at the beautiful Cambridge Hotel and Conference Center. And we're watching this all-Japan battle in the first round of the final 16 single elimination stages.
She needs a reset.
I think the referee needs to get over there and make sure she's not touching the 6. He might have a pretty good line from where he is, actually. That's why she reset. She was a little worried about touching the 6 with her arm. She came up a little short, but she should be fine. Looks like lots of Japanese fans in the YouTube. Make sure you guys are clicking that thumbs up. Click the share button on the Facebook for us.
Yeah, make sure you guys share this. This is going to be a great day of pool. Every single match is going to be intense as we break it down to the final 4 eventually.
The final 4 will come back tomorrow to play on the arena table. We're going to play lots of matches tonight. We got another match is scheduled for 5 minutes from now, but it's going to be a little bit behind. Then we have a match at 2 Mountain Time, then 5, and that'll get us down to the quarterfinal. We'll come back and play at 7, and 9 o'clock we'll get down to the semifinals. And we'll be bringing you half of the coverage, the other half coming from World Billiard TV on YouTube. Make sure you go check them out too. Click the thumbs up, subscribe to their channel. They have so much pool all the time. I think they have like, I can't remember the exact number, but it's a ridiculous amount of pool videos they have on their YouTube channel. It's just like an astronomical number.
They've been at it for a while, and almost every match on there is a top-notch match too.
Yeah, with all the top players in the world. So if you want to go back and watch pool, that's a good channel to go to. Pretty thin on this ball, but it should be okay. She plays it with lots of check. And is the cue ball going to slow down? It does. It does. Good shot from Sakura there. Really good control. Pretty straight in on this ball. She could just stun this back a little and play the 10 in the lower right. I think that's the way to play it. That way you can give this a nice positive stroke. She could roll through it and play the 10 the opposite side, but I think she'll probably stun it back from what I've seen. And she is going to roll it through. It's a bit of a softer stroke. Sometimes things can go wrong, but it shouldn't for her with how deadly straight she is.
I just got to check off the rail gently. Especially, you know, she kind of bobbled that.
Yeah, you can see how it can slop in like when you use that stroke. But it worked.
Yeah, and the end result is all that really mattered.
This 10 ball to tie it at 2. She's been all over Kyoko in these 2 sets. Not giving her much room to breathe.
Hats off to her, man, for real. It's tough to play against a player that's so skilled like Kyoko and try to keep up with her.
And I would have to think that Kyoko is probably more or less kind of an idol
Yeah.
to Sakura, you know? Being that Kyoko's been around the game for quite a while. Kyoko is 52 years old, so
Wow.
almost 30 years between them,
And I mean, you can't even tell. I mean, I thought she was only like 30.
right?
Yeah.
Right. And I wouldn't have told everyone that if you couldn't Google it first, so I Googled it first.
Yeah, yeah.
If you couldn't find it on the internet, I'm not revealing any woman's age. Yeah, she looks super young. Have you ever talked to Kyoko?
No, I'm gonna go maybe see them after this match. I like to take a couple pictures with them since they're not gonna
Mhm.
really get a chance to see them for a while again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I try not to be a groupie, but I feel like
She
today's
has
important.
she has the sweetest voice ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an anime
Oh,
cartoon character. It's just like this high pitch voice, and
Yeah.
it's like the most adorable thing ever.
That's cool.
I think that's one of the reasons people love her so much too, you know.
She looks like a sweetheart, man. Honestly,
really
from far
is.
away, she doesn't walk across with this big pride and ego.
No.
She's just humble, smiling, friendly.
Very much so. And I wonder if I could even find a picture of her autograph. She's got the coolest autograph. I don't know if I'll be able to find it now, but I'll try to find it later. It's like she turns the O into a 9 ball,
Okay.
and and it's super cool. She obviously worked pretty hard on it, but you can read that it says Kyoko Sone,
Yeah.
and it's super fancy. It's really cool. We have a big banner at Leather Pocket. It's got her autograph on it. It's pretty neat.
I might just get her to sign my shirt.
You should, because she's got one of the coolest autographs in pool by far,
Yeah.
and I like that you can read it.
Yeah, I might just get this one here that I'm wearing, but I'm gonna take it off, walk around shirtless. I don't know. Is that allowed? Isn't there a dress code here?
Yeah, but only if you're playing, right?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if there's a streamer's dress code.
I made a bad joke yesterday. I was saying, I'm trying to get a little attention, so I like, pulled out my zipper, showed my
Oh, yeah.
chest. I had some hard nipples going around, trying to get some sexiness going.
Oh, that's right. Look at the shot from Sakura banking the 1, and she's got a great chance. This 210 combo to get her on the hill.
Yeah, I appreciate that, CJ. Those other channels have good pool matches, but they don't have the good commentary like those CSL guys.
Thanks, CJ. And Gord, too. Says we got an unreal number of videos, too. You can learn a lot here as well. We do have a massive archive of videos.
We do a lot.
It's like a ridiculous
Good
numbers.
stuff too.
Mostly thanks to you as well. Of course, you're live all the time in Winnipeg. 210 combo.
Oh, what a shot.
Drilled it, and she's on the hill trying to force a shootout.
Come on, Lefty. Let's do it.
Come on, Lefty, he says. We also have the side event going here as well. We'll have a stream of that a little later on today, as they'll be playing for quite a while. That'll be on the Q Sports Live Facebook page, the 2022 CSI Western Canadian Championships. And the next match here will be Ashley Burrows, number 5 ranked on the WPBA, taking on Calgary's own Joanne Ashton, number 8 rank.
I got a feeling that's going to be a monster matchup. Like they're so
I think it's going to be very
ranked.
close. Very, very close, yeah. And Joanne seems to be bringing it in this tournament, so I'm
What's
very
their
excited
Fargos?
for her. Good question, Rod. Good question.
Because that kind of gives me a little bit more info on, where they stand in this match.
Absolutely. And for anyone else who'd like to search through the player list, it is on the ProBilliardSeries.com website.
So Joanne's a 616, and Ashley's a 613. So just a 3-point difference between them. Yeah, that could very well be like a hill, and shootout.
Ashley from New York.
That might go the full stretch all the way.
Joanne from Canada, Alberta, Canada. It's the Canada-USA battle coming up next on the stream, but we got the All-Japan battle possibly going to a shootout. Look at the 310, Rod.
Yeah, I know.
And you don't have to do
Sakura.
anything to get there. This could be 2 racks in a row where she plays 2 shots.
She just has to calm down, though. Just got to, Make sure she focuses and maybe walk around to take a look at the 310
I
combo.
think she'll definitely walk around, and that's in part to looking at it and
Yeah.
also trying to calm the nerves, right?
That's right.
I mean,
that's
the
right.
blood's got to be flowing pretty good right now.
Yeah, and you want to make sure you're on the right side of the combination so it's a little bit more favorable, right? So
Could
you
see
get to
the
walk around.
could see the look on her face there, and she was like, "Oh wow,
Like,
another combo to win an easy game. I'll take it."
for me, I feel like I want to be slightly on the right side of the 3 to make the combo a little bit more natural.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think she's got perfect angle on the 2 to kind of just stun over there.
Just
you know,
slightly, yeah.
she might actually want to be on the other side of the 3, so if she misses it, she can play the cue ball behind the 6 as a 2-way.
That's another good point too. Yeah, you're right.
But we'll see what she does here. I like your option. Try to slide over and just get a little on the other side and then just make the ball. But
So,
yeah,
no,
she
she's
likes the
taking-
second option.
She's taking your point of view. Yeah, I like that one better.
I think she just makes it, to be honest. I don't think she ever misses this. It's on such a good line, you know?
There
The
was
o-
another thing she could have done too, though. She could have lined up for the safety, right, and just pushed the 10 ball up closer to the pocket, play the safety.
She could just roll into it.
Yeah.
The problem would be getting the rail
Well, she would have to
If-
play
if-
the same angle like
if
this
she
sort of
had
thing.
got, yeah, exactly.
So that's what I'm saying. Like right now, I wouldn't really maybe go for the shot. Maybe just play the safety, play the full safety on it.
She might.
Unless you're feeling good about it, right?
I think you just drill the combo and then you win the shootout and call it a day.
I will scream if she makes it. Everybody,
Please don't scream.
go get your earplugs.
Please don't scream.
I can't help it, man. I love the game.
They won't like that. Neither will I. My ears are sensitive. But yeah, Kyoko is the nicest person, and she does look like she's 25. Should have Barry's team playing in it. Just get Rod to take Stephen Holem's spot. Yeah, there you go. How behind are we on the score? Anna's very confused with the score.
We're not behind.
We're not behind.
We're on point right now. It's one set down. This is the second set right now.
Sakura leading 3-2, racing a 4. This is set 2. Kyoko won the first set 4-2.
See, she played the safety.
Two-way shot. Good shot.
It just felt right, you know. I don't know. If you're not feeling the combo, then you sell it out, right? So I think she made the right choice.
Could hear the finger snaps of probably Nayuki Oi over there after that shot too. He liked it.
Yeah.
That was the right shot. You can play at the combo, but you really want to just make sure you get the safety correct.
Yeah.
You miss the combo, it doesn't matter. You miss the safety, you're done for.
Yeah, and this table isn't too bad. I mean, if she ends up managing to get a ball in hand here, it's actually better for her. She can control the run out.
I've seen Kyoko kick. She ain't getting ball in hand here. And she's got the third rail, I think. Not only does she have the second rail, she's got the third rail to hit this ball.
Yeah.
The bottom rail. Let's see what she does. Just hitting it is no good, though. She's got to do something with it. She knows that. The third rail actually might be good here. You might push the 3 towards the 10-6 and tie it up a bit. Buy yourself another shot.
And she's measuring it out that way right now.
Yeah. I don't think going 2 rails and hitting this ball does a lot of good. Unless you're going to pot it, which would be exceptional. Is anybody that good? Other than Efren?
I will scream, I tell you.
Yeah, if she kicks it in, you can scream, yeah, for sure. Look at this.
Oh my God, I almost went off.
What a shot. She almost got away with it.
Yeah, she just left that 3 ball over the side.
That was fantastic, just to be so accurate to hit the third rail there and kick the 3 towards the 10-6.
Yeah, she maxed out on the opportunity there as best as she could.
Yeah, you couldn't control it much better than that. Had to let it go a little bit and just hope something good happened. So I think she can just roll this in the corner or the side. I don't mind either or. I think the side is nice from here as long as you trust the table, which has been rolling absolutely dead straight the whole tournament. Haven't seen a single ball even try to roll off. And she hits that one nicely. And this way she's left a pretty good angle on the 4 if she wants to play the 6 in the side or the corner.
I think the 6 to the side with an angle to come across for the 7 is probably the easier way, but
The only problem is the 10 might come into play there. So you can only have the other angle, and then you'd have to hit it kind of firm, and it makes that side pocket tight. These sides are
That's
super
right.
tight on
That's
these
right.
9-foot
And that's
apex
the way
tables.
I was thinking of it too. Is like you come firm across to the right side, and then you cut it to the right and come over to the left, right?
Yeah.
You can't follow this through because of the 10 ball. It's right on the tangent line.
Yeah, she's going to have to. I think the play will be play the 6 into the top right corner. But she's going to give it to be sure. There's no rushing at this stage in the match, that's for sure. And it sounds like they've started the other match on the TV table, the Predator Arena table on World Billiard TV. Look at this stroke.
Yeah, she checked back off the rail to get onto the 6.
She got deadly unlucky to end up straight in.
Yeah, well, it can work. I guess she just has to do that left-hand draw.
Does she have a little angle to go forward, maybe?
Maybe. It's hard to
I
tell,
don't think
but it looks
so,
like it's
right?
a slight angle, but
Yeah, I think it's a draw. She could even power draw it all the way to the end rail if she likes.
that's the shot that I'm thinking. Just a touch of left, full the draw, and just bring it back to the rail, check off the rail.
Yeah, right where she's standing, It's like the same line your cue is on is a nice line. And with the grippy cloth, how much this grips the draw shot. Yeah, that's a nice shot.
That's the shot. Come on, baby, bounce up.
It's coming a little short of the mark, but still makeable.
Yeah, so here you just have to make the shot now. Maybe it looks like the tangent line's going to check off the rail and run into the 8 ball and might hug up against it.
I think you got to hit it.
It's almost like you have to draw it off the rail. Now you're forcing the shot, makes the shot
Yeah,
look impossible.
I don't think you risk drawing it. I think you top it through and you nudge the 8 over towards the bottom right.
Yeah,
and if you manage to miss it, then you might have it in the upper left. But it looks like she's elevated. She's going to stun this one, try to draw it a little.
This is missable.
Extremely missable.
Yeah, because of the elevation, right, there's going to be a little bit of extra mass or deflection on the shot.
I almost take what I can get there and just top it through and nudge the 8 and see what happens, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't hit it so soft that when I nudge the 8, it's going to like freeze up on it. I'm going to get a little separation. I might not have a perfect shot, but
I think if she would have came off from that top rail another foot, then, she would have been more comfortable on the shot.
absolutely. And I thought she stroked the 6 really good to get all the way back there, but it kind of it didn't grab as much as she wanted it to.
Yeah, no, so another thing that I noticed, too, is that she's been pretty good for walking around, checking out everything before shooting. That one, she kind of just went into it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
She didn't take her time to walk around to see what angle she had for a tangent line and how to get onto that 8 ball properly.
And it was such a big shot. And look at this. Kyoko's missed but gotten away with it. This is full ball hooked on the 7.
Yeah.
She can jump, but it's extremely tough to pot the ball. She could kick, but there's nowhere good to hide.
Yeah, this is best possible lead that she could have came up with on that miss.
She could try to kick this ball towards the bottom right and hope the cue ball floats near the 8, but that's low percentage. I actually like the jump. I'd rather go out swinging. Tough shot either way.
Well, going off the rail and kicking this could be okay, but you need a little bit of luck to do that. The jump shot seems like the reasonable one.
Yeah, at least this way you're not relying on the luck. You're just relying on your skill, right?
But best case scenario, other than making it, is that you don't make it, you end up banking this up, and then the cue ball goes up and hides behind the 9. That's the best case scenario besides making it.
She could hit it full like that, too. You're probably never going to overcut it.
Oh, miscued.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was the last thing anyone expected there.
She was under pressure on that one.
Yeah. Just came across it too much. She might have been just trying to play it with too much spin as well.
Yeah, maybe she was thinking something tricky, right? Like maybe trying to play shape off that jump too.
That's right. Yeah, she did have to do a little something with the cue ball. Kyoko won't mind.
No.
After that mistake on the 7, she got a little lucky to end up finding cover behind the 9, but she's played this game enough to know that happens. It's part of the game. She won't be feeling guilty or anything like that, that's for sure. These 2 balls to bring this to Hill. She'd love to avoid the shootout, that's for sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit tougher now that you're in the final 16 to deal with a shootout.
And I do believe Kyoko's sponsored by Predator. I know she plays with Predator Q. Beautiful one at that.
Yeah, that's something I'd like to see too, is all the players' cues, because I'm sure they got some beautiful looking cues.
Yeah, these top level players, it's unreal. Some of the cues they shoot with, so good. Hill action. Set 2 at the Canada Open.
I'm still rooting for Sakura. I mean, I like Kyoko too, don't get me wrong. I don't got nobody against nobody, but I just want to see a shootout.
Oh, me too. Me too. Everybody wants to see the
Once we get to
shootout.
the shootout, I'm okay with whoever wins.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. That's how it was. I streamed Denise and Marsha, and they're both Canadians.
Mm-hmm.
And Marsha lives in Alberta, so I might be the smallest bit biased.
Mm-hmm.
But it was more just like I wanted to see the shootout. And when it got there, I could care less, right?
Yeah. Well, unless the shootout goes really intense, then you know you're glued to the screen.
I was super glued.
And I can see that now. You know, at this point, with the 16 players remaining, if we get shootouts, it might go stretches.
It's going to be super intense.
Do you think we'll see more shootouts as we get closer to the final?
Yep.
Okay.
Especially now that Kelly's out.
Yeah, that kind of like gave everybody in the tournament a little bit of extra, right?
Right.
Now they all know they have a chance.
Now they're not playing for second.
That's right. It's kind of how we feel in Manitoba when Randy comes into town and then he leaves. When he leaves, everybody goes to play because everybody knows he can get first.
That's right. Oh, look at that. Pache agreed with my choice on Sakura's last shot. It's always good when Paul agrees with your choices, for sure.
He makes some good calls, yeah.
And that guy knows the game as well as anyone, for sure. Nice break from Kyoko there. She's made a ball. She's got shape on the 1. I don't think the scratch into the upper right is on. I think she can beat it. So the 2 will go on the side nice and easy next. And this table lays pretty good for her to close this one out.
The only kind of issue there, I guess, would be like the 7-10, but it's not really a big problem. The 6 ball's right by it.
Yeah, the green 6 right next door. You don't have to worry about it too much. And the other thing I see is like the 4 to the 5 is pretty easy, so you should be able to get pretty good on the 6, right?
Yeah, as long as she gets the shape to the side on the 2 to be able to follow up with a 3, she's going to be mint on this rack.
Oh, and she's getting way down on this ball, so the scratch is on. She can't hit this with middle or top. She needs to draw it. Makes the pot way tougher.
You got to reduce the spin on this one.
Oh, she did so well, and it just stayed up. What a chance for Sakura to force a shootout here.
This is deep in the pocket, and it's tough to hit these sometimes because if you hit it half full, it'll kill the cue ball. If you hit it too full, it'll just stop it right there. If you hit it too thin, it'll just go off on you.
So I always hate drawing these ones, but do you contemplate drawing this one?
I feel like you maybe do because if it's deep in the horn, it's going to change the shot once it goes through, right?
Plus the slide, right?
Yeah.
The slide is going to change it too.
Oh, no, it was past the horn. She was okay.
And she judged it to
Yeah.
perfection.
And this is good. She's got a nice natural angle for the 3. See, and now she's doing what she didn't do last time. She's walking around.
Come around, yeah. Well, she'll definitely have analyzed what she did wrong last time.
Yeah, I think you
make the adjustment.
You kind of bear down a little bit more now at this point, right? Because you know, like you can't make any more mistakes at this point. You either play a good shot or you play a good safety, but
Yeah, and if you make a mistake, your tournament life is over.
that's right. I didn't know it was single elimination either. I thought that was just true double all the way.
No, single elim.
Just
All the
gone too far.
Predator Pro Series events, they go to single elim.
She went a little bit too far in this one. The shot's still available, but the cue ball's going to get a little loose here.
Is the 5 in play a little? Because you'd love to just hit this with inside and straighten it out on the
Yeah.
way back over, but the 5 is probably in the way of that. So she might have to take a little more distance.
Or just try
On the
to
4.
intentionally try to run into the 5. Because she's got an angle here with a touch of left-hand spin. She can maybe get into that 5. She just wants to hold it. She doesn't really need to move that 5 ball too much, but she needs the cue ball to hold on to it. She tried. She got around it, though.
Yeah, I like spinning around it there because the 5's in a really good spot.
Yeah.
It's in a prime spot, so you don't want to move it too much if you can avoid it. She did nicely there.
Yeah, but it's going to get tricky now, right? Because she's got to find a way to get from the 5 to the 6, and now the window from the 5 to the 6 is getting tighter because the 10's there and the 7's there.
Well, and the cue ball's going to be on the rail.
Mm-hmm.
When she draws this one back, she can't get the cue ball off the rail. There's no way to get it off the side rail.
I don't know if she tries to draw it back. I feel like she's just going to stop it there because if you try to draw it back, you're forcing it.
Take the angle going up table. It's possible. She might try to draw it to get angle where the cue ball's going towards the 8.
She did. I don't know, man. See, but this is high level pool, right? So for me, I'm kind of shaking in my boots right there. But if I was at their level, I'd probably do the same.
Well, and they've been in the spot lots of times. Maybe not young Sakura as much, but I'm sure she has since she's been playing since she was 11. If Nayuki's been coaching her since 11,
Yeah.
she's probably been in a few giant spots like this. Hill,
Mm-hmm.
playing, legends of the game. And
Yeah.
every little bit of experience helps.
I don't know if this really helped her, though, this shape.
Yeah, with the cue ball on the rail, that's just the issue here. She'd love to be able to get underneath it. She's got to go one rail across to the left side of the table here.
Push that 7 ball and get
Oh,
the shot on the
no,
6.
she's not gotten a shot.
No.
And you know what's a factor here?
What's that?
She miscued on the last jump shot. So she can't be feeling thrilled about taking her jump cue out right now.
That's right, that's right. And that was fairly fresh. But, they say great players have short memory. We'll see.
Yeah, tough, right? The kick doesn't lay terrible. She could kick off the end rail and try to stick the cue ball right there and bank the 6 towards the side.
Yeah, that'd be okay if you're not feeling confident on the jump.
Yeah, I think the jump is the shot here. I think you just got to erase the last jump shot and just be confident.
She's checking it out. I feel like it's the right shot, too, because as long as you make it, you should hold shape for the 7. It gives you the right angle to get onto the 8.
Look at her. She's like halfway over to her jump cue. And now she's looking at the rail. This is the indecision is such a killer sometimes, too.
Now, and if she would have made that jump the last one, she's not thinking about this, right? But she's thinking about it because she's not too sure on her jump right now.
That's right. Robert wants to know, does Jason Klatt still play? He certainly does.
He's out in Gimli right now, in Gimli, Manitoba, and he's just doing some work with a friend of his in a restaurant, and he's still playing, but kind of just taking a little bit of a break. It's
Summer.
a rough couple of years right now that everything's settling in. He's got around family and stuff like that, and it's summertime, man. You go to the cabins, you do all that kind of stuff. And I think out in Gimli they got a beautiful beach too, so he's got that beach scenery while he's out there.
Nice. Dion, what's going on, pal? She still hasn't made up her mind here. Is she massing this ball?
She's thinking about it, yeah.
This can't be the right shot.
No, I don't think so either.
This is super hard to judge. There's no way she can try that.
Well, I think she's just assessing everything to see,
Yeah,
that
it's
was the wrong one.
important to make a good decision here.
Oh, look, she's going to try something
She's going to kick it, yeah. I think this is the right shot.
So she wasn't trying to mass either. She was actually looking at the jump.
Look at this.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
If it missed the 8, she was going to get super safe.
Yeah.
Great effort.
So unfortunate to get up like that.
So I don't think Kyoko goes for this. I think Kyoko plays safe. I think she just ducks behind the 7-10.
It's what makes the most sense here.
Don't take any high risks, right?
Yeah, well, and if you choose to do that, then, if anything happens, you got to live with that and carry that on to the next shootout. So you want to make the right choice here.
And Paul says Sakura told him she was motivated to become a pro and she did well at the World Junior Championships at 11 years old.
She's on her way, man.
She's quite the player. Even if she doesn't win this match, she's put on a real show for these fans.
Absolutely. And this is my first time watching her. I've become a fan.
Yeah, me too. She gained at least 2 new fans.
She had me with the left right, man, I'm telling you. The minute I seen that, I'm like, this is a player that's invested in growth.
Daryl on the YouTube wants to know who's commentating with me. It's Rod Arriagata. It's our Winnipeg counterpart. Oh, look at this. She extremely mishit that. Did she miss cue?
Yeah, I think she did.
That's the only way she's not getting that draw, right?
Yeah, I came from the middle of the country all the way here to the West Coast to come in and help and be a part of this, and it's so fun, man. Every day's been exciting. Every day. So many great players in the building, both on the CSI event and the Predator event. Get a chance to kind of mingle and hang out with some of the viewers that tune in and watch our streams too, which has been nice. Met a lot of people in person. Blake Holmes and his brother Clinton Holmes always watch, and to have a chance to hang out with him was nice.
Rob Boone wants to know, is Sakura the one that I won the Scotch with? No. That's Sakamoto. Pretty close though. Similar. Oh wow.
A little bit of luck. Come on.
What's going to happen here?
No.
No, it's not going to. It's not going to help her. This is going to.
She didn't sell it out though. It's going to be a safety.
I think she can spin this in.
You think so?
Yeah, she's looking at tangent line of the cue ball. She's going to spin this in, rub the 7. Yeah, she just went over to make sure, too. I think a little left spin, she can throw this ball in.
If she can throw it in with left-hand spin, yeah, she'll catch that 7 and come over it.
It's going to clip the 7, and it's going to end up perfect.
She's putting right-hand spin on this, though.
She has that much of it. Oh, my goodness, she missed the pot?
Yeah, but she was trying to run into that 7 ball to line up that 7 ball. That's the only reason she missed it. She knew that she was going to get maybe a little unfortunate.
She took her eye off the ball. She's looking at the 7, not the 6.
Yeah. That's a classic thing that most players do in pressure situations, right? When you need that precision.
Wow.
Maybe the shot wasn't quite there either, you know?
Yeah, another extra chance for Sakura. Let's see if we can go this side view. She'll be blocking most of this one.
She's got a good digging area, though. See that? She's got good cue ball length off the rail.
Just enough to get underneath it. Might be a bit of a two-way.
And really just gotta kind of pop this in, stun and draw with a little bit of right? That right just throws it to the pocket, holds the shape for the 7.
Yeah.
It is a tough shot, though. And she just missed a long one on that one earlier, right? So
yeah,
it's the same ball. Another long shot.
Another extra chance, though. Free shot.
Maybe
Shot she shouldn't have had. Yeah, that's more of a two-way shot, but it got lost on her again.
Yeah.
You can tell the pressure is definitely affecting some of these plays. It's not easy out there.
If she won the first set, I feel like it would have been different, but she needs to win this set, so the pressure is obviously on her side right now.
Yeah, Kyoko's going forward here. This takes a ton of power to get this to spin off 3 rails and miss the 8. Wow. What a shot. Is she going to get hooked?
Or go faster, one or the other.
Oh, I think she's okay. I think she got enough to cut this in. What a shot that was.
Yeah, that was a beauty. She's looking at it like she's got it.
Mr. Wayne Knight going to get the rest for her here. This is tougher with the rest.
For sure.
Much tougher. Does she use the 10 to maybe slow down the cue ball?
She can. Well, she has a pretty natural tangent line to get onto the 8 ball too, if she wants to just run it straight up. But I think then you're just kind of taking a gamble on the shape. Running into the 10 ball will give you a shot on the 8 ball instead.
And there is no shot clock on this table. These ladies were informed to try to keep the pace up.
Just playing safe.
Smart shot.
Yeah, well, you said earlier, you thought that she was going to play it safe, and she tried. She just miscued. This time she decides to play the safe again, and this time she got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was the higher percentage.
And now this 7 ball is not on the rail, but it's close enough where it makes it a little bit easier to contact off a kick shot. She can actually go off the 2 rails and just cut into it as well.
Yeah, definitely. Kyoko was thinking get both balls safe there in case she didn't get one of them right. But putting that 7 near the rail, I wouldn't put it past Sakura kicking this right in the pocket. Oh,
just missed it.
No. Miscalculated the slide, didn't get enough of it.
That's going to be the end of this match, man. I can't see her getting into trouble with 3 balls left and a ball in hand.
No, she'll close this one out. Almost definitely.
The only thing I can see is maybe she ends up tough on the 10, and maybe that can give her a chance to come back in, but I just don't see it. With a ball in hand, she should have good control of this table.
Well, and players of her ability and experience know that you get these extra chances, you got to really close them out. She knows how to close them out.
Yeah, and another thing, too, is that she won the first set, so she's on the different side of the coin right now. She's trying to finish. The other player is trying to survive.
Yeah, that's right.
Different mentalities at the table.
Totally different. Even if Sakura wins this game, she still hasn't won the match, right? Where is this going?
No.
Where is this going? I think she got away with murder there. What do you think?
Yeah, she's got a shot at this.
And I don't know if she should have had a shot.
She was lining up for the corner. She just lost the cue ball a little bit.
Yeah, majorly. Majorly lost that one. Yeah, it looks pretty available. I don't think she'll be panicking.
I don't think so either.
And so if you're just tuning in, we will have another match coming up very shortly after this one. Ashley Burrows taking on Joanne Ashton. And of course, the World Billiard TV stream on YouTube will be going all day as well on the Predator Arena table. Make sure you show them some love too. Kyoko taking her time here. In my opinion, too much time for this shot. But it is a very important shot. Sometimes you take a little too long, can actually throw you off a bit too, so pace can be very important.
Yeah, there's a little room here for something to go wrong. She's really trying to figure this out. It's almost like you're shooting blind, but you have an idea where it's going. I feel like I would just cut this to the side with right hand draws to come off the bottom rail and spin on the left side of the 10 ball. But I would just keep it pure spin. I wouldn't punch this through.
I think just left spin does it, just like inside left.
And just shoot the 10 on the left corner instead?
Yeah, I don't think she has to do much here. From the side angle, it looked super available.
Oh yeah, from there you can see it totally available.
But it's tough to tell, like, unless you're right behind the cue ball. You know, these camera angles can be super tricky. Yeah, she was way thinner than it looked, so she couldn't hold it.
Oh, she got a bad bounce there because I thought it looked like it was going to come straight up. Instead, the cue ball, the spin took off and then went to the left a bit more, making this 10 ball tougher.
You kind of called this on Sakura's behalf.
Yeah, I did. I know the situation.
The only chance is maybe she gets funny on the 10, right?
Yeah.
I thought she'd get so perfect on the 8 there was zero chance, but now she totally misplayed the 7.
If she trained the spot, which most of these ladies train the spot for the shootout, this becomes like a shootout shot.
Yeah, this isn't so bad. I still think she's a heavy favorite to make it, but it's certainly missable.
The real pressure now because it's the last ball.
This to get to the final 8, too. She missed it on the pro side.
Yeah.
That's the way to miss it, but a free shot for Sakura. She could bank this or cut this and force the shootout.
She could also try to bank this to the left side rail and do that little check safety, right? Where you force your opponent to face a bank to the side or face a bank to the corner.
That's right.
Couple of options. I mean, you can be aggressive, but the problem with being aggressive, you miss it, you know, you sell out.
Yeah, I don't mind like lagging 10 up there.
That's another good option too, is just bank it back up.
Yeah, just create the separation. Cue ball should just stay relatively on this end.
So you can half cut this 10 ball and shoot it the cue ball at like 5 o'clock, and that will bounce that 10 to the left side rail. Also take the cue ball on the opposite side and the other rail, and that will leave that layout that I was talking about where you're stuck in between a bank side or a bank corner. But chances are that a player from that point will try to bank the cue ball back to where the ball is now, or bank the 10 ball to where it is now, and then the cue ball up table anyway.
That's right. I think I like her just kicking the door down here. Just cut it in or bank it in.
I don't like the cut, but I do like the bank. I feel like the bank is on.
Yeah, that's right. As John says there, Johnny Endrick. Joanne is up next match here on this table, playing Ashley Burrows. She's not going to make this ball.
Oh, no.
And
see, that's why I don't like that shot, man. I would have just played the safety instead.
Yeah, I think the safe is good.
She should be able to make it now.
I think the safe is good, but just the way the match has gone, the way the score is, and
it's tough.
You got to try to force a shootout. Yeah, it's such a tough spot. I liked her trying to bank that or cut it.
She wasn't afraid to go for it, so she can't have any regrets, right?
That's right.
That was a good matchup, though.
Kyoko through to the final 8.
What a match.
A 4-2 and a 4-3 win over Sakura. Congratulations to Sakura for finishing in the final 16. Very good accomplishment for a young player.
For somebody who wants to become a pro, man, I don't know. I feel like you're almost there already.
That's right. And thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We're going to do a quick little 5-minute break, and we'll be back with the next match. Make sure, if you haven't already, like and follow the Facebook, subscribe on the YouTube.
And by the way, This is just match number 1 of the day. They're all going to get better from here. You guys are not going to want to miss. If you have to go to work, call in sick. If you're at work, get sick. Go home. Watch some TV. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss these matches.
That's right. See you soon, everyone. Don't go far.
Cheers.